All right, all right, all right. Namaste, beautiful soul family, warriors of love, my fellow healers, my light warriors, my light workers, my empaths, people on the spiritual path, people here to do God's work. Thank you, thank you, thank you for taking the time to be with us today. My intention for you today, by the way, this is day 2 of the Infinite Abundance Retreat. This is a game changer of an event. My guarantee to you, as my promise to you, since you're dedicating time and energy to being here, my promise to you is first of all, let me know if you guys can hear me. Let's start there because yesterday you guys couldn't hear me. Test, test, test. Anyone with us, please comment yes if you can hear me. Let's start there. So, welcome to day 2 of the Infinite Abundance Retreat. We did day 1 yesterday. What we covered yesterday is we focused 3 hours on life purpose, aligning with your ultimate life purpose, manifesting your ultimate dream job. We talked about so many things. We did so many activations. I shared my whole story of how I went from working in jobs that I didn't feel aligned, didn't love, to for those of you watching, could you just comment yes if you can hear me? If you can hear me, please comment yes. Thank you. Thanks for being here. So let's try audio. Yeah, there's that option. Let me. Can you guys hear me? Hey V, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Always on time. Not always there when I call, but always on time. Let me know if you can hear me, V. Yes, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get into it, guys. I invite you to rub your hands, get the energy growing, glowing, and flowing. And place your hand on your heart, hand on your sacral. This is our co-creation. I have a beautiful canvas in front of me, and we all are holding a paintbrush, and we're all gonna co-create this canvas in the next 2 hours. Yes, we might go a little over the 2 because I have so much I want to share with you. Welcome, Joshua Tree. Thanks for being here. So we're all grabbing a paintbrush and we're all painting in the next two plus hours. And at the end of these 2 plus hours, we can look at this canvas and go, look what we co-created. Just because I'm speaking and leading and initiating doesn't mean that we're not all playing a part in this co-creation. So you have every right to include what you want to get out of this, right? So what is your intention? Today we're focusing on financial abundance, prosperity, increasing our abundance quotient, prosperity mindset, increasing our ability to receive more freedom, empowerment, and sovereignty on all levels. Allowing ourselves to experience financial freedom, empowerment, and sovereignty. Alicia, welcome, welcome. It was Alicia's birthday yesterday. Therese, by the way, I'm celebrating. Alicia is interested in joining our 6-month mentorship. So whether you join or not, let's celebrate that. I love the people who take inspired action, making it happen. Alicia, I'm looking forward to chatting with you and holding space for you to take things to the next level. You know, we're in Aries season, guys. You know, take that fast, inspired action, not random, unthoughtful action, but inspired action. Therese, let's bring it. So hand on heart, other hand on sacral or stomach. What is your intention for financial abundance, financial freedom? And you can verbalize that. You can put it in the chat. This is sacred time we have today, guys. Everything you think from your heart, everything you're verbalizing, everything you're writing, my intention is that all the things that we're putting out there that are for our highest good, that we manifest it powerfully. Someone said yesterday, I'm like a wizard. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna claim that. I don't know if I've claimed my wizard energy here with all the purple, purple, purple. Um, owning your archetype. If you're more of a galactic person, claim that. If you're more of a witchy wizard person, claim that. If you're more of a priestess energy, claim that. Claim your brilliance. Claim. One of my friends has her brand. Claim your magic. Right. Beautiful. Yes, Alicia, I'm looking forward to it too. Were you able to, did the link work for you, the form, all of that? Bringing more light to the world. I love that. Annalisa, nice to have you with us. You're like committed to being on IG. I like that. I have my phone fully charged today, so we should be able to go past the 2 hours. So everything that you guys shared, and you guys know with the infinity healing, we always say that help us manifest that. And let's also include all our heart's desires. Why? Because I remember saying I want to hit 20K. I hit the 20K. I was like, did a happy dance for 5 minutes, and then I'm like, okay, now what? There was like a little bit of a energy. So it's not about money, it's about the freedom, it's about the empowerment, gives us more choices, higher quality of life. It's not about the relationship, it's about the depth of a connection, it's about seeing someone, being seen. It's about, hey, Christian, welcome to the call, brother. And celebrating Christian, potentially investing in my latest baby program, my latest baby co-creation program. Um, yeah, I figured out what was wrong, Christian. It was called the ultimate sex. No, it was called the ultimate empowerment success, the ultimate success and empowerment program. So we changed it a few times. The reason I couldn't send it to you is I was looking for the old title. But yeah, if you invest in that, congratulations. So excited for you. Feel my energy's Kali energy today. Haha, naughty, naughty, dark side. Oh my God, we're definitely going to be talking about the power of the dark side today. Thank you for the nudge. See what I mean about co-creation, guys? You share, and it becomes part of the story. When I used to work in the daycare system, there was this movement which I loved. I wish I could remember the name. It's like it's not. It's kind of like Waldorf school, but it had a different name, and it was like whatever the kids want to learn, that becomes the curriculum. So if the kids were into insects and bugs, hey guys, today we're dedicating the class to insects and bugs. Someone's into like mechanics and building stuff, that becomes the curriculum. So that's the and when I went to my first rainbow gathering, shout outs to Alicia, that's where I met her in Tasmania, Australia. That's what I loved is everyone at the rainbow gathering, and a rainbow gathering is kind of like a hippie spiritual gathering. Um, every day after breakfast, people get up on a little bucket and they announce what their workshop is going to be. So everyone was teaching and everyone was learning, and whatever you were into, you found something to learn. Someone was talking about teeth health. Someone was talking about martial arts. Someone was talking about climbing trees, like everything you can imagine. Um, and that's how I feel the opportunity we have today is you guys are helping me co-create it. I have a list of things I've written out. That's the masculine structure. I have the flow that I'm opening up to with my moon Pisces, just channeling. Shout outs to the Pisces, Christian. Um, and then we're also co-creating it. I don't have that big of an ego to say, like, you guys don't have a part in this co-creation. You know what I mean? Can we celebrate your win yesterday, Annalisa? I just love celebrating wins. And what we do in the Infinity Healing Tribe, every time someone does something that's going to help advance them, we all just start blessing them. We just send them blessing energy. So we're celebrating Alicia, potentially signing up for this course, celebrating Christian, investing in a program that's going to change his life. Annalisa, we're celebrating Annalisa hit, what was it a 10,000 on, it was the fourth, it's already the fourth day of April, and she's already hit her milestone of $10,000. And she said that one of the biggest takeaways for her yesterday was the fact that the whole tracking your income, had I not spoken about that, had she not acted on that, she would have not known that she had a 10K already. She had 10K on the 4th day of April. So let's celebrate that for Annalisa. Beautiful. All right. All right. We've got someone special with us today who's going to be sharing around in an hour her own experience. Vanessa, who's joined us a few weeks ago and has already generated 6,000 in sales from one couple, and we're just getting started. And I love her story because, hey V, you're here in the background. I can see you, but we're not featuring you yet. Yeah, but thanks for being here. You can hear me and see me, okay, right? Oh, there she goes. It's okay. Vanessa, when you're in the backstage, no one sees you. Just adds up. Everyone freaks out about that. Let's get into it, guys. I want to stay focused today. All right, I'm speaking to my ADHD mind. Focus. All right, let's do this. My intention, my promise to you guys, because I appreciate your energy and being here, your attention. Yay, Annalise is celebrating Vanessa. I can feel your Cancerian, Annalise. It's beautiful. Um, My intention is that you leave this call today and throughout this call today, whatever upgrades we need, whatever activations we need, whatever mindset shifts, we're integrating the soul, we're celebrating the solar eclipse and the spring equinox at the same time. It's the autumn equinox if you're in the southern hemisphere for our international audience. Celebrating with and for all of you, us. Beautiful, Vanessa. I love it. I and I. I and I. Me and Annalisa watched this movie, the Bob Marley movie. If you guys haven't seen it, beautiful because he's in Aquarius and we're in the age of Aquarius, and you can just see that personified in him in many ways. And Rastafarian culture, it's not you and I, it's I and I. And Vanessa did a version of that. It's like you, us. I love it. All right. My intention is that we get the upgrades, the activations, the mindset shifts, part of solar eclipse. And we're going to do a solar eclipse ceremony. We're going to do letting go of what needs to be let go of and remembering what needs to be remembered. I and I, that's right. Okay, so I got a lot going on. Please grab your paper and pen. Please grab your crystals if you have them nearby. We're going to encode them with all these energies and activations. And Alicia also celebrating that you just got into a new apartment. Congratulations. Okay, let's start. Grab a pen and paper, and I want you guys to write down what are your AM rituals. So these are habits that are going to transform your life. So open up a file on your computer or on a sheet of paper. I want you guys to write down your AM rituals. Let's take 5 minutes. Write down your AM rituals, and eventually, I would like you guys to invest in gold cards. They're also known as cue cards. So if you know when people are doing presentations, they have like a bunch of these cue cards. They're like that big. So you can get them from a dollar store or like this school supply store. First of all, comment here. Who does this? Who reads affirmations every morning? And by the way, if there's a way to share this or invite people to this live, please let's spread this far and wide as much as we can. It's going to transform people's lives. It's good karma. You're helping them transform their abundance quotient, right? It's like we're raising the frequency of our abundance today. So we're activating the infinity healing. It's going to be running throughout this entire call. It's encoded in this recording. For those of you who paid the 47 to get all the replays, it's encoded in the recordings. Or Vanessa, for those of you who are in the mentorship program, you get it. You get access to all my events with the recordings. So you can imagine this stream like a waterfall or like rays. I see it more like sun rays just beaming down on us throughout this call. And starting now, would you like to receive that? Yes. Beautiful. All right, let's get into it. AM rituals. So AM rituals. I want you guys to write a list of the things you want to do in the AM. For me, the first thing I do is fix my bed. Why? Because you're immediately getting your mind to get activated with those chemicals, the happy chemicals. For those of you who know it, which I always get them confused, but it's dopamine. I think it's a little dopamine hit. Technology has us manipulated that you get the dopamine shot every time it makes a sound. So for me, one of the hacks, mute all the sounds that happen on your phone because that's mind fucking you. That's manipulating your dopamine. We don't want to get addicted because they want us to get us addicted to the phone so that they then insert the phone in our bodies. It's already happening. So first step, I would write. First of all, create a file called eliminate. This is one of my mentors. She taught me that eliminating annoyances. Every time you have ideas or whatever, I love to open up a file and then it's there. There's a structure to it. It's not lingering in my head. Eliminating annoyances. So let's say that's one of the things. Put that as the first thing. Eliminate annoyances is to mute those, zzz, whether it's the vibration or the sound on all devices. So AM rituals, you fix your bed, you get that dopamine shot. Some people like to have freezing showers. I'm very extreme. It's still cold outside, so I don't have that now. But when it's warm, I do have freezing showers, cold dips, um, lemon water. First thing in the morning, lemon water. You can warm up some water, add some lemon. Some people have elixirs, right? So you can have or like a juicing thing. You can have turmeric and beets and all that good stuff. I have one of Annalisa's tinctures here, your mermaid tincture, and I have that with water right off the bat. Start the day. Maybe it's got some alcohol. Maybe I shouldn't. Hey Tara, welcome to the call. So write down your AM rituals. Another great thing is just to get the body. A great thing to do, great game changer of a hack. Before you look at your phone, before you look at the lights in your room, go and watch the sun. Even when it's cloudy, it was cloudy here today. But let your eyes see the sun, not with your glasses, not with contacts. Try to wake up with the sunrise, and eventually you'll get there. You'll get into that circadian rhythm, and try to look right into the sun as soon as you get up. Another great hack is earthing, whatever you can do to have your feet touch the earth. Obviously, when it's freezing outside, not a good idea, but as soon as you can, earthing, right? Yeah, I used to do that at your place when it's warm. Go outside, look at the sun, and at the same time, my feet are touching the grass, touching the earth. Does something amazing for your energy. Um, so AM rituals. What else do you guys want to add? Just comment below. What are you guys wanting to add to your AM rituals? Um, They say try not to have fats before 11 or 12 because I think it's your liver or kidney that are detoxing. So I'm not a health coach, but that hack really helped. Um, Try to give your body a break as it's it's detoxing. So if you add fats before 12, it's making it harder for you to detox. Small things like these little, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's these little, you might have seen them before, and you just go through your fingers, and it's basically doing a whole acupuncture, of all these different meridians in your body because the hand contains the whole body. So small hacks like this, and you just write them down and get into the habit. I like to do some yoga. I used to have a strict regimen. I would do Kundalini yoga. I would do a workout, but then I realized I was sore for the rest of the day, so I started doing my workouts later in the evening because then I'm sleeping, right? I'm sleeping soon after, which means my body's recovering while I'm sleeping instead of recovering during the day. So that was a great hack. Um, yeah, so AM rituals. And I love the morning walks. There's this great book called The 4 AM Club. I think that's what it's called, The 4 AM Club. Game changer of a book. You don't have to be so extreme with the 4 a.m. I did it last week. Felt great. Waking up at 4 a.m. But find that extra hour. Because there's two ways of starting your day. There's the way of catching up with the day, right? Or there's the feeling of I'm in control and I'm ahead of time. I'm not chasing time. Oh God, oh God, those days. You guys know the days where you're like caught in the whirlwind of it. And then just waking up an hour early, waking up 2 hours early, you feel like, oh, I have all this time. I remember the feeling when I woke up at 4. I accomplished so many things. I was like, oh my God, it's probably like 2 o'clock now. It was like 10 a.m. I was like, I got so much time. So that's how you know time is an illusion because you can manipulate it. So highly recommend that. Um, okay, so let's do AM rituals, PM rituals. Blue light removal glasses. I don't have them here right now, but I usually wear them. As soon as the sun sets, it's really important. There's two things you can do. You can put a blue light filter to automatically activate on your laptop and on your cell phone as soon as the sun sets. You can set the time. I think here it's around 7 p.m. if I'm not mistaken, B. Um, so Vita's beautiful. Kissing my partner, make the bed, take record, basal, body temperature, beautiful gratitude intentions. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Thank you. AM ritual, gratitude journaling, very important. Track, celebrate your wins every morning. Actually, before I get out of bed, I have my hand on my heart because of the heart math science. That big, the heart math science. Hand on heart, counting all my blessings before I get out of bed. The worst thing you can do is wake up and go back to sleep. It just messes you up. So try to commit. You wake up. I like to do a countdown. After I do my heart gratitude, I go 3, 2, or like 1, 2, 3, and I just go like snap myself out. Um, hey Lindsay, welcome to the call. Yeah, you did the AM ritual manifest anything now today. Please, if you have the video for that, Lindsay, thank you for reminding me. Please add it to our chat here. So I have a section on YouTube called um, AM rituals or something. It's in the playlist of Tariq Bibi on YouTube, and that's the next thing I do in my AM because there's a 5-minute video. Hey Jody, welcome to the call. There's a 5-minute video that does manifest anything now. I think at one point we had 200,000 views on my old account that got hacked, and I'm not able to access it yet. But you look at the comments like I manifested a job, manifested more money. Wow, this really works. Like I manifested a partner, whatever they were wanting to manifest, they manifested, and it's a powerful process, and uh, and it uses the infinity healing, so it's really potent and powerful. And I do that every morning because it's fun. It's like, what do I want to manifest today? It's like starting your day. Thank you, Lindsay. Appreciate it. Lindsay put the link here. If it's clickable for you, go for it. Thanks, Lindsay. Because it's so cool. Starting your day, you're like, hey, what do I get to? It's like a genie coming up to you and saying, what would you like to manifest today? Except with genies, there's usually a sacrifice. Um, but when you work with Source God, you don't need to give in order to receive. You know what I mean? Thanks, Lindsay. I know, Tara. Go type in Tariq BB manifest anything now on YouTube, and you'll find it. You'll find it there. Thank you. Manifest anything now, Tariq BB. So I like to do that in the morning, and you'll see on that playlist there's also a 8-minute, the most powerful prayer, something like that. My Aries titled it. But it really is. It's 8 minutes of channeled prayer, not just for yourself, but for the whole planet. As a light warrior, as a warrior of love, it's nice to start your day by giving. It's such a beautiful law of the universe: give and you shall receive. If you start your day manifesting something for yourself, by the way, with the infinity healing manifestation process, you'll notice in it um, what you're manifesting for yourself. You literally bless it to the whole planet, and the whole planet benefits from the you're opening it up and praying and manifesting and intending and invoking that everyone on the planet who's for their highest good to manifest the thing you desire, that they receive it. So built into the infinity healing technique is everyone wins, because the new age kind of has the shadow side of only using manifestation for ego desires, and we forget about others. Why? Because that's their karma. Like, um, what they put out, they're probably thinking negative. It has that trap. Um, and okay, so gratitude journaling, beautiful heart. Putting hand on heart. The Heart Math Institute talks about you create this powerful vortex around you. And I have a playlist there. I personally like to start the day just learning something. So I'll go on YouTube, find subscribe to all these YouTube. So either a podcast where you're learning things, or there are audio summary books as well. So it's so cool. I remember when I was so on top of this, and I'll get back in now that it's springtime, um, where someone took the time to summarize a whole book and give you the notes, like the summarized notes of that book. So literally, you can spend 10 minutes while you're doing yoga. And I know I technically don't do yoga. I do stretching because yoga is more of a spiritual connecting union to God. I kind of just do it so my body doesn't get sore, and it's more of a yin exercise. But at the same time, I'm listening to podcast. Maybe you could do it when you go for your walk. Highly recommend a walk before you start your day. Game changer, connecting to nature. When I go for my walks, I go universe, and I would write this down. So this is a game changer, guys. So to conclude, on YouTube, you've got the most powerful prayer. You've got the manifest anything now video. By the way, this is like excess. This is like if you do one of these things, great. And the invitation is do one, and then add another one, and then add another one, and then add another one. Okay, I'm not trying to overwhelm. I'm just trying to share the 1,000% that I'd like to, and take what you can and do what you can from it. Um, and then I love listening to my music. So my music is not just music; it's also got infinity healing activations. So right before this song, I listened to the Leo anthem, which is on my latest album, which is not on any streaming platforms. It's available by donation, or you can hear it on Bandcamp under Indigo Prophet. Um, and the Leo anthem, the Aries anthem, you can hear on YouTube. So it just has that Aries activation, leadership, fire, action, inspired action. Um, so listening to something that's going to activate me, right? Okay, let's go. Let's move on. PM rituals. As soon as the sun sets. So we talked about putting the uh, on your phone. There's a blue light filter, right? Blue light. You can automatically have your blue light filter activate during sunset. You can even go on Google Play or whatever where you get your apps and download a blue light filter. Okay. Very important, because guess what? For those of you that don't know, when you don't block this blue light filter that's on these on our laptops and cell phones, which were created with not good intention to mess us up, um, there's a whole spectrum of lights that we don't see the colors, but there's a spectrum, which is the blue, which is the equivalent of sunlight during summertime. Let that sink in. So if you're looking at your phone before you go to bed, your brain is registering that it's seeing, it's tricking your brain into thinking it is summertime at 12 p.m. So no way is it creating the chemicals needed to get you into deep sleep state. So who here is struggling with sleep? I used to struggle with sleep. I was like zombie. I was like a zombie in zombie mode. I would wake up when all the lights are blocked. Um, I'm sleeping with like audios playing in the background, falling asleep to watching a movie. Terrible. And then I went the other extreme. Yeah, it's not a podcast fee. Great question about the book, the summary books. I just go on YouTube right now and type in um, audio book summary. And the ones I like to listen to are, those personal development ones. You can see the 4 a.m. club. Is that what it's called? The 4 a.m. club? Miracle Mornings. It's called Miracle Mornings. So if you just type in audiobook summary, Miracle Mornings, there's two things. You can either listen to the whole audiobook of a whole entire book throughout the day, or you can just get the summary right off the bat. But think about it. Every day, you're increasing your wisdom, your intelligence. And like one idea can change your whole life. So imagine every day getting those summary downloads. It's such a beautiful, powerful hack. Hey, Mona, welcome to the call. Hirandani, nice name. I like that. What is that? Sadwani Hirandani. Miracle Mornings. Thank you. Miracle Mornings. Thank you. Great book. Okay. PM rituals, blue light removals. Try to get good quality ones. You can order them off Amazon. Blue light removals, and wear them as soon as the sun sets. It's going to change your sleep. Um, Winding down. So I have an alarm. A lot of people have alarms to wake up, but eventually it's good to wake up without the alarm. And then definitely PM rituals, get rid of all your electronics in your room. Laptop in the next room, cell phone in the next room, which is good because if you have your alarm on your cell phone, which eventually we want to wake up naturally, but it gets you to have to get to the next room to switch it off. Good to see you here, Mona. Appreciate you. Another beautiful PM hack is once you're ready to go to bed, un, uh, unplug the internet. Just switch off the internet completely, and switch off your laptop, switch off your cell phone at bare minimum. Put them on airplane mode. Game changer. Um, so I have an alarm for like 8:30, I believe, or 9, and it's like the trigger for me to start winding down. So you can literally train yourself to start winding down. The science of those blue light filters is if you don't wear them and you're looking at your phone, let's say you don't wear them, you're looking at your phone, you're getting that blue light, and then let's say you go to sleep now, it's going to take you like 2 to 3 hours for your brain to create the chemicals that then get you into a sleep state. Whereas when you have the blue light on, it's already creating the chemicals so that when you're ready to go to bed, let's say you go to bed at like 10, 11, boom, you're going down into deep, deep sleep. And it's not just about how many hours you sleep, it's about the quality of sleep, right? So AM rituals, try to get as much sun. The intention is when I go out for walks, I'm not wearing my glasses, not wearing my contacts, trying to get as much sun in my eyes, in my body, solar energy. There's something called solar gazing. So not only waking up, looking at the sun, so you're looking at the sun when it rises, and another powerful time to look at the sun. Hey, Gordon, welcome to the call. Hal's the man. Yeah, Hal's the man for sure. Hal's the guy who wrote that book we're talking about. Hugs from India. Thank you, thank you. Namaste. Okay, let's conclude, guys, or let's move on to the next thing. So you've got your AM, your PM rituals. How is this so far? Are you guys liking this? What are your takeaways so far? V, were you able to get those audio summary books? Tara, I do that every day. I walk by strangers and send them shots of love. Of course you do. Love it. Very Aquarian of you, sweetheart. Okay. So starting now, would you like an infinity healing to have the best sleep, to have the highest quality of sleep, to have solar energy, exposed to the sun, to absorb that solar energy, to master our AM habits, to master our PM habits, to have that healthy structure. And guys, yeah, would you like that? Yes. So also know with cycles, every body is different, and women, you have your cycles. Um, as an empath, when the moon happens, I it definitely I treat myself. It's kind of like I call it my menstrual cycle. So when the as an empath, when the full moon's about to happen a few days before it, like I'm feeling the effect. So for me, I need to take more like distance myself from being around lots of people, spend more time in nature, be better with my AM PM rituals, more self care. Someone's laughing. I remember having a huge argument with one of my partners. Shout outs to Michelle if you're here. And she's like, "You'll never know what it feels like to be on a cycle." And I was like, "I do. I'm an empath. I feel it." And it's not the same. And yeah, and then there's the argument of like, I was a woman in many past lives. So yeah, no, in this lifetime, no conscious awareness of what that feels like. But yeah, as an empath, with the full moon and women with your cycles. So it's not about being because the unhealthy side of this is part of what I'm sharing with you guys is my Virgo rising medicine structure. How can I get better and better every day? Routine, right? Writing a list. It helps if you, especially if you feel you're very all over the place, lacking structure. The beautiful feminine is very, scat all over, flowing, and there's magic to that menstrual cycle. Um, and it's good to have the balance. I call it. It's not about society wants to make it look like men are toxic masculine, and now it's the time of the divine, the feminine. But there's toxicity in masculinity. There's toxicity in femininity, which means there's toxicity in all humans. It's not about women versus men, right? Yes to the structure. Yes. So and that's what I'm here to, that's why, when I ask women about what is it about me, they were like, I have my women coaches, and so to have someone who's a mentor coach who has the balance of the masculine and the feminine, but like the strong masculine and the powerful strong feminine both integrated, and I call it having two wings, right? Regen tribe in the house, what's up? So it's not about just mastering the masculine, just mastering the feminine. It's about having both those wings connected, right? So that you can soar. Uh, and so if you're lacking in one or the other, this will help, right? When I was doing too many of the masculine structured things, I learned I needed to. So my whole point about what I'm sharing right now is honor your flow. And speaking of life purpose, yesterday I forgot to share the biggest download I got about life purpose. Two wings, exactly. We must honor men and what? The mask. Um, but yeah, thank you for that, Tara. I was listening to Grant Cardone's retreat online thing a few days ago, and his wife, was sharing her story about how, and she's a Cancerian, he's an Aries, and she was sharing her story about when I met him, I didn't want to date him. I wanted my independence. I wanted to be an independent, powerful woman, and I was making my own money, had nice cars, didn't need a man. And she went through a transition where she like deprogrammed herself from unhealthy feminist mindsets and realized she's humbly to the ego. There's humility to the ego. I'm not saying this is everyone's path, but like her man was like, I will go out and hunt for you. I will hunt 100 things for you, to last lifetimes. And she dropped into what felt right for her as a Cancer. That's the divine mother, and she allowed herself to be taken care of. It's not about you can't take care of yourself. You can. Good job. You can go out there and hunt. How does that feel? Feels good. And then how does it feel to allow your man to provide for you, right? Will you allow your man to provide for you? Not because you can't do it, because it feels good to receive. Guess what? One of the qualities of the divine feminine is receptivity. So she had this whole transformation from the toxic aspects of I got crucified the other day by saying something about the feminist movement was created to divide the to create division between men and women to kind of destroy the family unit, and I got crucified. Like, wow. And I wasn't, and they took it as me saying, "Screw powerful women." That's how they took it. And I've been a feminist my whole life. Like I've been pro women, cheerleading women, all the music I create for women. The reason why I stepped into my purpose is watching women, be treated lesser than. 95% of my clients are women. Like that's a big part of my why is women. So life purpose, your ultimate life purpose. I would write this down. Okay, it was a mistake. Honor male and female energies. They're some symbiotic. I love that. Thank you. Mona, you're a Virgo moon. Beautiful. Taurus sun, double earth. Beautiful. I envy earth sign moons. Mine's Pisces, very not earthy, very, very sensitive. Okay, so your ultimate purpose, you ready for it? Drum roll. Ultimate purpose is to, like right now, close your eyes, tune into your being. Your ultimate purpose is to do this. What is my being needing in this moment? What is my being desiring in this moment? Sometimes we're seeking balance. Okay, I've been doing too much structure. Now I want flow. I've been doing too many yin activities. Now I want yang activities, masculine, feminine. Work, play, unless you can make your work play, but still there's a different kind of play outside of work. Time at home, outside of home. Time in the house, in nature, right? Time with others, time with self. Connecting with others in my tribe, being with God and source, right? So the ultimate purpose is tuning in every moment and asking yourself, what is my being desiring in this moment? Sometimes your being wants you to just lay down and do nothing. Honor that, follow through. So would you like an infinity healing to master the art of asking yourself in every moment, what is my being needing? As a new default way of checking in. And your ultimate purpose is to follow through and honor that. Okay, my being wants this. So the clarity, so the habit of asking it, listening to it, and following through and honoring it and following through with what it's sharing. Would you like an infinity healing to master that and have it as a default programming? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we talked about AM rituals, we talked about PM rituals. If you have a hard time sleeping, guys, reading a book really gets you to sleep because it's kind of like a hypnosis thing. You're staring at something and it just like, so how do you recommend reading a book? For the blue light stuff, there are these lights you can purchase. I think they're called reptile lights because reptiles, it's like a dim red light. So you can buy those so it doesn't mess up your lighting, or you can look at your phone, although it'd be good to get off the phone, or just have a regular light, just a small light on the book with your blue light removals, different ways of doing that. And because what you're consuming before you go to bed, you're going to process at night. I'm going to share one last thing about PM rituals, and this elder friend of mine, really wise gentleman. I believe his Rosicrucian. So now we're talking about ancient Egyptian secret society rituals. Um, what is to He calls it like every night before going to bed, you're doing a death and rebirth ritual. You're dying at night, you're rebirthing in the daytime. Um, and it's just going through your day and observing, no judgments, no, just like, oh, this thing happened. You're just rewinding, this thing happened, and you go as far back as you can, and you monitor that. You go through the whole day. Um, you rewind the movie of your day right before bed. Great, great ritual. And then I would say read a book. It'll get you into sleep state. And another thing I want to add is while sleeping, so I till this day, 15 years ago, I told you guys yesterday I bought a microphone. The other thing I forgot to talk about is investing in creating content. for your life purpose. Create content, share your wisdom, put yourself out there. I challenge you guys to do it because what a great feeling to know that thousands of people all over the world will watch or listen to your content and be transformed by it passively. Talk about passive income. This is passive, um, passive life purpose. You're omnipresent on social media all over the world while you're sleeping, while you're having a bath, while you're reading a book. Someone that people are watching your content being transformed by it. So my invitation to you, Aries season, get yourself out there, put yourself out, create content, do it weekly, do it twice or once a week, do it every day, do it once. You decide right now. I want you to write down social media, create accounts on all platforms, put it in your eliminate annoyances if it needs to be there, and then create content, put it out there. Okay, so guys, check in. How are we doing? What's what's good about what we're talking about so far? Another hack, copper water. Another hack, before you go to bed, eye masks block out all the light. If there's noise, earplugs. Game changer. I listen to hypnosis audios at night. Game changer. Game changer of a hack. I created the Infinite Abundance program 15 years ago. It was my first program. It's like 15 hypnosis programs. And what's beautiful, it's not like healing. You're not like it doesn't. You're not going to be drained because you're constantly healing. It's just simply putting positive affirmations into your subconscious. So I highly recommend investing in the Infinite Abundance program. Listen to it while you sleep at night. I have it on replay. I have my phone on airplane mode, and then I have it playing on repeat. Um, I listened to one just focused on finances, and we had two people sign up this morning for offers. So it does work, and I noticed a shift. So hypnosis audios while sleeping, you put it on really low. You put the volume so low you can't hear it consciously, but your subconscious mind will pick it all up. So there's that. Again, guys, I need to move on. I'm gonna move on. 11:47. I'll say one more. I want to give you guys so much. I can't help it. The other thing is I would download this program called Subliminal 360. Subliminal 360 is a great program. Again, when I started off, my first career was a hypnotherapist. And what I loved about that is learning the power of the subconscious mind. Did you know that? Who here has seen the movie Fight Club? Did you know that there's not a single scene that does not have a subliminal Starbucks on it in it? Do you know what that means? That means if they've done it in a movie, they've probably done it on other movies and other TV shows. Who here remembers Friends? Where would they all meet up? What does that look like? What does that subconsciously tell us? So right now, when I'm looking at my laptop screen, there's like a subliminal flash, and it's an affirmation. There's like all the topics you can imagine in this program, and they just flash. And you can even custom create your own. So if you're going to record your own hypnosis, make sure you're only focusing on the positive. There's some not so smart hypnotherapists out there who are typing in, I don't do this, or I'm not eating junk food. Your subconscious mind is just hearing eat junk food. So you don't focus, you be very careful with your hypnosis affirmations because it's the subconscious just takes everything literally. Uh, what is that? What was that like? The guy who did Obama's obey. right? Obey. What does your subconscious see with that obey T-shirt? Just obey. It's a the subconscious mind reacts to commands. Obey. Uh, um, French connection. Your subconscious also can invert things. FCKU or whatever. That's basically saying fuck. There's so much more. I don't want to get into that rabbit hole, but they know how powerful our subconscious mind is and are using it for their purposes. So what do? We take control of our own subconscious mind and we deprogram their crap and we program the good stuff. So subliminal 360. I would write down. It's a great time now to create a vision board. So there are some online programs where you can put all the photos of everything you want to manifest, and they have some really cool ones where you add a song that just like hypes you up because one of the guys, are you even here? I'm just not here. I'm not seeing any comments. It just makes me feel like I'm talking to myself. If you're here, just comment yes. Hey Sharma, welcome to the call. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you guys multitasking? Are you guys somewhere else? Is your attention elsewhere? So they literally did a study, and the people who showed up, I'm going to do a Zoom next time, and I'm going to have all of you guys have your videos on. And I'm just going to kick out everyone whose videos are not on. Is that extreme, V? So they did a study. It's for you guys. They did a study where the people who show up on video for um, things like this get so much more than the ones who are not on video. Zoom's great. Yeah. I get to see your beautiful faces. I love it. Yes, Mona, I see the comment. Thank you so much. Okay. Um, so far, so great. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about for money is the five bucket system. And then we'll invite Vanessa to share her story with us. The five bucket system, remember I said earlier, one idea from a book can change your life. So years ago, I read a book called The Millionaire Mind. I believe it's in the Infinite Abundance program as a summary. We saw. So one of the things I love doing in my programs is I take these books, I summarize them, and I turn them into affirmations. And in fact, I've actually reached out to some of the biggest names, and I said I can summarize your book, turn it into affirmations, and turn it into uh, a hypnosis, like a downloadable. You become the book. Like this is $1 million idea that I still haven't found. Uh, I, s- you know what? That's my victim saying I haven't found someone to like give it the okay. I can spearhead it, but it's there. And imagine all. It's like remember the scene in the Matrix where he's got these things plugged in and is like, I know kung fu. So it's like he downloaded as a Matrix program kung fu. So he just downloaded it and now he knows it. And that inspired me to go, what else? We are in the matrix. We can download programs. So let's take and that's what the audio program I have called the Millionaire Mind Matrix is exactly that. Is taking the top 10 personal development books. A lot of them have to do with success and money. Summarizing those books and turning each of the summaries into downloadable affirmations so that they become our belief systems and they delete the competing belief systems. So you literally become the wisdom of the book. Um, okay, so one of the books is called The Millionaire Mind Matrix, T. Harv Eker. Highly recommend this book. It's in your Infinite Abundance V program uh, and The Millionaire Mind Matrix. And one of the things, so I would write this down. This changed my whole life. For those of you guys who aren't managing your money, game changer. So he calls these buckets. So every time money comes into your account, so for example, Annalisa, there's 10,000 that came in, that streamed in, that flowed in, cash flow streamed in. Uh, and now what most people do is the money comes in, the money flows out. But what we want to do is the water flows in, the water, the wealth, and we contain some of that stream of finances into these buckets. So bucket number one, write this down, is savings. And it's getting you into the discipline of every time money comes in, what happens? Amazon gets their check, Netflix gets their check month to month, right? All our subscriptions get their check, right? Internet bills, electricity, gas, rent, tax man. There's always those guys are making sure they're getting a percentage of your income. So let us do the same. Savings account. You decide from, let's say, 0 to 10, a percentage today, right now, in this moment. It could be, I think I started with like 0.1% because I was super broke. I wasn't just broke, I was super broke when I started this. Like literally I would find $5 on the floor on the streets. I'll take that $5 back home. I'm like, that's $5. I've got 5 buckets. And it's like I'd put like 25 cents into each one or something like that. So 5 accounts, savings account. Decide on a percentage from 0 to 10 right now. So meaning if you're generating 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 plus a month, what percentage? So it's going to be a total of 5 to 6% total because 5 to 6 buckets. Sorry, 5 to 6 buckets. And you decide, so the minimum, let's say, is 1%, which means 6% of the money is going to go to these 6 buckets. Does that make sense? So if I make $100 every month, then I'm putting $1 in each bucket. $6 of the 100 is going to go to these buckets. Start with a very minimum. Start with a very non-threatening percentage. Let's say 1, and then the next month up it. Let's say 2. The next month up it, and then I would keep upping it till you're comfortable with it. It's a muscle. It's like the first time you go to the gym, the weight was so heavy, but if you've been doing it for 30 days, now it's easier, and now you can do more. So it's the financial discipline, right? V, that song, discipline equals freedom equals freedom. So financial discipline equals financial freedom. Health discipline equals health freedom, right? So savings, you just put it in a savings account, you don't touch it. Now you don't have to create 6 different accounts. What I do is I have a discipline. What's on, oh, you're just like on discipline equals freedom. Exactly. So you don't have to create 6 different bank accounts. You can have it on a Google Doc where I have savings account. Maybe you can have it be like a separate account because how are you gonna? You want to make sure you're not spending that money, but it doesn't have to be in 6 different accounts. It could be one account that has the money for all these 6. So savings, you just keep it in the savings. You don't touch it. So you open up your file. You go, okay, I got $100 and $1 went into my savings account. So all right, 1 in my saving. Just using the most basic example. Um, hey, Chloralina, nice to have you with us. So savings account next. A long-term savings account. Long-term savings account is going to help you because down the road you want a new laptop, you want a new car, you want to buy a new home, you want to buy whatever it is, something that's going to cost a lot of money. It's going to come from your long-term savings account until it's not. So eventually you look, oh, that I got $2,000 in my long-term savings account. Now I can buy my laptop. Now I can buy a new laptop. Now I can buy whatever it is, right? Long-term savings account. So it's long-term savings to buy something. Next, you've got education account. This is a game changer. A lot of people put things on their credit cards instead of waiting till they have enough in this account. Some of you guys are not going to do this. I assure you, some people are going to listen to this and not follow through. And I'm really inviting you guys to be the person who actually implements action. Remember yesterday, I like what we said, actionable steps. What was your big takeaway? The fact that there are actionable steps. She was excited that this wasn't just a talk, that there were things that we can turn into actionable steps. So I want you guys to would you like an infinity healing to get excited about actionable steps? Yes. Um, Long-term savings account. Is that clear? Marcos Mendoza in the house. Bah, 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 bah. Love the money jars practice. It's a game changer, right? Thanks, my man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate you being here. Um, so next, play account. Play account. At the end of the month, let's say I'm using the most basic example, 100 bucks, put $1 in your play account. Literally, when I was broke, I started doing this. Now it's like, okay, I can go on a mini vacation. I can go on a staycation. I could buy myself something that just feels really expansive and good, right? The point of the play account, the way it was described to me, is let's say you walk by this restaurant every day and you're like, oh, that's such a fancy restaurant. I really want to go there. So the point of the play account is to do something expansive, right? It's not just expensive, it's expansive. A lot of times when people are wanting to work with me and they're like, hey, Marin, nice to have you with us. They're like, wow, I think you said that, Lee. Oh, it's so expensive. I was like, it's expansive, right? So change the word. So when people are about to invest with you, it's not expensive, it's expansive. Moving on. So play account. You go to that restaurant, you feel good about yourself, you dress nice, you celebrate. You always wanted to buy something that just in your mind you're like, oh, I can't afford that. Use your play account, invest in that. But when I was really starting out and I was super broke, it was literally to go to the dollar store and just buy like freaking bubbles or something for my inner child just to play with, like something super basic. You decide, V. Great question. What percent? So, easiest way to start is 1%. Some people are too ambitious. They're like, you know what, I'm going to do 10% for all 6 accounts. And then they're like, and then it backfires. They don't do it. So, I'd rather you gradually increase it, right? So, you decide. I invite you to start with one if you feel that's so. Look at how much money's coming in, and 6% of that 6% of your 2000 a month, let's say. So if that's too little, do what is 2%. That's 12% of all the money that comes in. You want to start somewhere that feels easy and gradually increase it every 30 days, increase it to 1 more percent in each account. Does that make sense? So 1% for each account. Does that make sense? And then eventually it might be 10% for each account. That means 60% of the money coming in goes to these accounts. So the next one is, and you have to spend the play account at the end of the month. You have to. Whereas with some of them, you wait till you have a certain amount of money. Education account is great because you reinvested in education, right? Right? Myself, Marcos, I'm sure, um, Vanessa, Annalisa, a lot of you here, you're constantly learning, you're constantly investing in yourselves. What did we say yesterday? The biggest investment is to invest in yourself. I was just watching an online retreat yesterday. These high level investors, like super high level investors, they said it too. The best, because their whole life is about teaching people on what to invest. They said the number one investment is investing in yourself. So let's wrap this up and invite V to share her story. Um, Education account, investing in education, a course, a program, a book, anything that's going to teach you. Now, again, remember I said yesterday how there's so much that we have that's free. Investing in that $100 microphone and investing in creating content is free. Here in Canada, we have public libraries. I'm sure you guys might have them where you're at. I would live in a bookstore. I'd literally I'd do my part-time job and I'd live in a bookstore when I first transitioned at 26. Live in a bookstore and read every book I can about power of manifestation, law of attraction, mindset. Ingesting all these books. So to the point that they called security on me. They're like, this guy is like living here part time. I thought I was a homeless guy. I felt kind of homeless. I felt I left my tribe, I left my family. My dad's like, if you don't continue college, go figure it out. And I went and figured it out. I got a tiny apartment, shared apartment in the beaches, which is a really nice place in Toronto, next to a beach, unswimmable beach. But still, energy was great and changed my life. That one move. You got to leave your tribes. Sometimes you got to leave the tribe that you were born in order to go find your soul tribe, and that's part of the hero's journey, heroine's journey. It's like part of, yeah. You leave, right? All these movies, you leave the tribe. So let's wrap it up. So we've got what we're left with. Who here knows these? Who wants to put the next ones? Um, and then you've got the last one. I would say is, hey V, you're in the backstage. We'll open it up in a few minutes. Thanks for being here. Um, did that make sense, V, about the what percentage play account? I can see you can just go like that. Okay, good. Um, I think we covered all of them: play, long-term savings, education, and then the rest is like necessities. Your rent, bills, whatnot. So game change. Oh yeah, the one I almost forgot was investment account. I think I purposely ignored it because I got screwed over. So the investment account, I remember I kept, it was like 1,000, then it was like 5,000, it was 10,000, it was 15,000. Like, I got to do something with this investment account. And I was so scared to take a risk. So that's when I invested in crypto, and every month it would like increase $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. And yeah, but the guys who were involved were they used their money and they invested in things on their own. And I don't know the full story, but they screwed us over. They stole our money, couldn't give us our money back, and I lost a lot of my investment money. And when I pulled the tarot card, it said, "Don't cry over spilled milk." I'm like, "Oh fuck." So we just had to move on. And I was like, I'd rather focus on generating more income than focusing on what I lost. But I remember I just set the intention. This guy learns his karmic lesson. And the next time my friend who's connected to that company went and saw him, he was frail, he was weak, and he could barely walk. I was like, "Okay, clear that intention, man. I think this guy learned his lesson." Okay, so far so good. What was good about that? Who here's, type in yes if you're committed to following through with this six bucket system. If you guys are on IG, you're not going to be able to see Vanessa. We're going to take uh, five 5 minutes just to share this story. And thanks, Therese. So for me, why I love testimonials, if I'm about to work with someone, the first thing I do is watch all their testimonials and I go, this can happen to me, this can happen for me, this can happen for me, this or something greater can happen for me. So the power of manifestation is two things, and we'll do an infinity healing for that. If your level of believability is not a 10 out of 10, you might not manifest it because you don't believe it's possible. The other day, I took my dad to the casino and I was like, I really suck at roulette. And I was sucking at roulette. And in my mind, I believe I'm so good at blackjack. Like when I play the free blackjack, I'm always winning. So I believed I was good at blackjack. And I made like hundreds of dollars in a few minutes because I believed my level of believability that I could win in blackjack was a 10. So in order to manifest, I'd write this down. Your level of believability needs to be at a 10 out of 10, right? This is from speaking of starting your day and listening to content that's uh, going to change your life. So it'd be your wish is your command. I'd listen to that. Definitely. It's like a 12-part series. It might be on Spotify. It might be on YouTube. Your wish is your command. And they talk about the secrets of manifestation is focusing on the things that are 10 out of 10 believability and a 10 out of 10 in expectations. You actually expect it to happen, right? You expect it to happen. 10 out of 10. So would you like an infinity healing for the things that your heart is desiring, to have a 10 out of 10 expectation and a 10 out of 10 level of believability, continuously increasing our level of believability that what our heart is desiring to manifest is in fact possible right now? Would you like that? Yes, yes, yes. And yesterday there were like, I don't know how many thousands of people at this retreat I was on. And the reason people weren't signing up is the person believed in them more than they believed in themselves. So think about this: when your clients don't sign up with you, is because you believe you can help them achieve the solution more than they believe that that can happen for them. So would you like an infinity healing? You're more committed. This is the biggest lesson. Sometimes when a client doesn't sign up to work with you, you're more committed to them than they, and you can't be more committed to them than they are to themselves. They have to meet you halfway. You open the door, they have to go through it themselves. So would you like an infinity healing to increase your level of commitment to yourself? Would you like that to be 100%? Yes, yes, yes. All right. All right. Let's do this. So, guys, rub your hands, raise your vibration, your energy, and just blast our guest here, Vanessa Rago. Can we hear you? Oh, I can't hear you. Can you guys hear it? Might be something on my end. Give me 1 second. Might be on your end, might be on my end. 1 second. Mic settings. No, it's all there. Hey, V.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Oh, amazing. Hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So, thank you so much for being with us. I just wanted to take a few minutes to share with our audience here, with our soul tribe, your beautiful story that inspires me and I've been sharing with a lot of people. Um, can you take us back to a little bit of the before, whatever you feel comfortable sharing in terms of satisfaction in the work that you were doing. You can even share like all the things I shared with you to help take you to the next level, the all the passions that you had, all of that.
Sure. So, for about 10 years, I've been, well, I graduated high school almost 11 years ago. So, after high school, you start going, okay, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Jobs. I was doing different spiritual stuff. Like I was in the spiritual community. I've been very aware about certain concepts like investing in yourself. And I was Reiki attuned not long after high school. So about investing into something in order to get the energy back. Been friends with Tarek now for a good 8-9 years, like good friends too. And so really
OG
having,
homie.
hey, homie, OG
Yes,
homie
ma'am.
for
It's like
sure.
you're my OG homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And super trusted his work, watching him do his thing, and went to a bunch of events where I would win Tarek's programs. And now, upon like feng shuiing my email, I'm like finding all these old programs that I never did. So many
Hmm.
things that I never followed through on. A lot of things that I created, but it was like my energy was just going in all sorts of direction. Talk about
Yeah.
masculine, feminine. It was like the container was not there for the feminine energy to flow in a direction. The masculine container, it was just like everywhere.
Hmm.
Um, and then T was rooming with me last month for like a couple months. And I don't even know how it really happened. I think it was just like being in each other's energy for a while and really starting to gel. And T offered, I don't remember exactly what the switchover was, but I think you were observing me getting pretty tired of there was a financial switch going down. Like I was leaving the work I was doing. Was not satisfied in it anymore. I was not lit up by it anymore. And T observed me really at like a precipice of change and offered the program. And I said, you know what? I think it's time. And there was a bit of time where we were like supposed to have a call, and then I was on my bleed, and like I was like, okay, waiting for the right time. And then we sat down, and I was like, okay, like, you know what? I know that I have a money scarcity issue. I know that investing in things is important in order to get things back. Like I know these things conceptually. So I said, you know what? Can I swear? I
Yeah.
said, fuck it. I need to figure this the fuck out. I've been saying this for about 6 months. It's been like kind of my mantra, like figure it out, but actually figure it the fuck out. You have something going on, figure it out. Figure it out. And I was like, I need to figure this out. So I'm investing in a program. And like the coaching has been amazing and the healing has been amazing. And what I understood more deeply that I feel like you can only it's like belief. It's like you're talking about manifestation. Belief, you can like peel back layers. Like I can say that I'm an energy worker. And then when something miraculous happens, it's still quite miraculous. It's still almost unbelievable. And it's like if we truly like sink into belief, then we can go around like literal miracle makers everywhere. That's the level of belief that we can peel, and we have these epiphanies to access that. So essentially what I'm getting at is that conceptually, intellectually, I understood this, but what I am learning in my body, in this like deep cellular programming of my body, the deep subconscious programming, the ancestral, the past life, the all of the above, is that the very thing that keeps me resisting from however resistance is appearing in my life is the opportunity for me to actually move the energy through my body.
Yes. I love that.
And I think everyone here probably understands that intellectually,
Yeah.
but it is until I won't speak for anyone else, but it's until I actually said, you know what, I'm doing this in a long-term commitment.
Yeah.
That container was intimidating. And even after,
Energetically, I felt it when you're like, fuck it, I need to do this. I'm done. It's like you reach that point where you're like, I can't continue doing this. It's not sustainable. I know I'm not happy. I'm going against the flow. You just knew it. And I was there from a place of like, V, I see your potential. You're so talented. Maybe your problem is you have too many talents, too many skills, too many gifts. Um, and I'm like, hey, I'm curious to know. Like, I've been helping people with this. I'd love to help you with this. I have the solution. Are you open to chat? And your energy was just very like from that place of, I'm so done. There has to be a way out. Oh yeah. I think, I don't know if you're 100% like this is the way out, but you're like, it is a way out. And you fully energetically, before we even talked about how much energetically we're like, let's do it. I'm going to do this. Your energy was so committed. You're like, I'll do whatever it takes. I'm doing it. I remember your words, V. You're like, I'll work double shifts, triple shifts, whatever it takes. And what I loved about that is because you knew intuitively, and correct me, does this feel accurate so far?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I felt it empathically. I'm just putting words to what I felt. Because you're like, I know this is a way out and I'll do whatever it takes, even if it's this miserable job that I'm not happy with, or like it has pros and some cons, but you're not happy with the
I
cons.
wasn't happy anymore.
I'll do that, but I know that I'll do it only for a certain amount of time because then I'm exiting.
Yeah, it was like it's available. I have a lot of availability to make money to invest in this.
Yes.
And then what happened is like my man came in, well, he was just coming into my life already. And then
Yeah.
he like came full force into my life and was like, I'm gonna pay for rent. And it was like, what? He's like, I want to support you. I want you to like follow your dreams. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
And then I'm sitting in meditation and like spirit tells me like you need to call these two people. And I was like, no, I'm not ready to offer. Like I don't even have anything created. I don't know what
Yeah.
and it was like you need to call them. And so I
Yeah.
called
So
them.
V, 1 second. So
Okay.
you committed to the program. You're like, hey, Tarek, we're doing this 6-month container. Let's figure out a payment plan. And you committed. You're like, I don't know, but somehow, some way I'll make it work. So you trusted, you committed, because step one is commitment energetically, then everything else unfolds. And this
And on the
is,
note of trust,
yeah,
that is not something that you just like grab in the store and put in your pocket and it's there.
no,
Resistance comes up and the trust disappeared. And I was like,
Yeah.
how do I develop trust? How do I work this through my body? Everything. When I committed, when we commit, what does commitment mean? It means taking on responsibility for everything that's coming in your way. That's really what commitment means. And when you discover the application of commitment, you really understand what it means. Full understand, like you feel it in your body.
I love it. And before we conclude, we want to ground in the transformations that happened when Vanessa committed. So Vanessa committed, um, and then you got so the relationship you're in with your king shifted in the sense that your man said, "I will take care of your rent," which is like around 1800, right? Something like that.
1750,
So
yeah.
he was like, so the manifestations were, okay, Vanessa, only focus on your purpose, let go of everything else. I got you. So, on an emotional level, on an energetic level, spiritual level, physical level, and financial level, the universe, you manifested a reality where you are taken care of. So, you can fully commit to this. You got to download 3 weeks, 3 weeks into the program. We had done one session, maybe 1 or 2 sessions, and one session, and you got the one download of a couple to reach out to who wanted to work with you,
I
and
was
then
making them wait. I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
yeah, and then they challenged you because they're like, what are your qualifications? And we kind of had to shift that mindset.
Oh, so many challenges of just signing them up and me being like, oh, I don't want to do this. I mean, I think even after committing to your program,
Yeah,
even after giving my credit card information, I'm in the 6-month container. A few days before it started, I actually almost said I'm going to go to school full time to become an osteopath.
that's like a bailing out, right?
Totally bailing out. And it was such a
uh,
creative bailing out because it's such a great
yeah.
calling. It's just like,
Nice,
holy
nice
shit.
try. Yeah. So you manifested, speaking to a couple that were like, these people want to work with me, but no clue on how much and what. And you created a 6-month container and each of them were going to pay 500 a month. So what I love about you, V, is you had so much confidence in yourself, even though those doubts came up, you overrode them, you committed. You're like 500 each, 6-month container. They're paying you 1,000 a month. You in 3 weeks generated uh, so the transformation in your relationships, the support, rent's paid for, and now on top of that, 6,000 in sales. What would you say to someone who? And there's so much more that we haven't shared. We'll get into another deep dive. But what would you say to someone? I love your story because it's like you're working in the matrix, not fully happy with your job, not your ultimate purpose, and within a 3-week period, committed to yourself, created packages, signed up your first person, the first people you contacted, you signed them up. You evolved so fast. You got onto PayPal, you got onto Stripe, you got onto Zoom, you've upgraded, created contracts all within a short period of time. What would you say to someone who's on this call who's like, hey, I can't go from my job that I don't love to making 6,000 sale my first time? Like, it's not maybe Vanessa's super lucky. Vanessa's got something special. What would you say to that person, um, to help them believe that yes, this is possible for them?
Mm, I had that come up too. And I want to say one thing first is like having you as a coach who like energy is real, right? And like when you have someone in your corner reminding you and grounding you, anchoring you into the belief that like you know what to do. I was like, oh yeah, I do. I do. I know what I'm doing. And like
Yeah,
the tech stuff, signing up for Stripe, looking like all the online stuff, very resistant to technology. I was like, figure it out.
yeah,
What I have to say to you, I'll say that is like ever you can say anyone can hear, anyone can say, anyone can do it.
yeah,
What I have to say to you is figure it the fuck out.
yeah.
If you want it, figure it out.
Figure it out.
Because that is the only like that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
And like as you do, and as your excuses come up, and as your blame for your father and your this and your that come up, grab it all because you're healing all of it.
yeah.
Celebrate it. These are what you're processing through your body, and it's absolutely amazing. And if you do believe that, if you do believe in energy and you do believe in ancestral healing, like you're doing it. You're doing it for your kids. You're doing it for the world. And like, figure it out. Figure it out.
Love it, love it. V, thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate you sharing your story personally. We're just getting started. Uh, and I don't look at this as paying. Anytime someone says I'm paying you something, I don't look at it as paying. I look at it as investing. Vanessa's investing in herself through my program. We're planting seeds in Vanessa's mind that are going to grow, bear fruit for the rest of her life. And money's just one. I think because
Mhm.
money's the number one reason people don't sign up. I focus on it, but really the spiritual, the energetic, the empowerment that you have, the confidence you get out of this. That's for life, and that
I,
blesses you in all areas.
I would highly recommend if you are in a partnership to talk to your partner about signing up too, because my partner and I started on the same day and it has been incredible. It has been
Yeah,
absolutely incredible. I won't
yeah,
speak on details of it because it's kind of like indescribable, but it's been such a like we're on a team. We basically just started this relationship and we're just like blasting all this shit out of our way and like creating a future for like our family and our children together, like as a team. And it is
yes,
incredible.
yes. Let's all celebrate Vanessa. Send her blessings, blessings. Thank you,
Thank
thank you,
you.
thank you. V, I appreciate you. We're just getting started. Thank you so much. Also, Vanessa was generous enough to open herself up to if anyone is interested in speaking to her one on one. If you're on the outside or on the fence looking in, Vanessa's crossed that fence. People are scared to talk to me, I believe. So Vanessa's a lot more warmer. So Water Mama Vanessa, Water Mama, Mamma, Vanessa, Vanessa. So at Water Mama Vanessa on Instagram. You can message her. She's happy to chat with you, answer any questions you might have about this program. If you're hesitant, curious, on the fence, chat with her, and then she can support you. You can reach out to us, support@targetbb.com, and yeah, we'll see you on the other side of that fence.
One more thing, because I got to. Also, follow your joy. If something's like lighting you up and then the resistance comes in the way, like follow that. You know, that's what I did with Tarek. I was like, ooh, there's all these reasons not to, but something said, you should do this. So I did it because I've been preaching that for 2 years is like, learn how to follow your joy. So if it's lighting you
Yes.
up, yeah, please give me a message. I'd love to chat. Okay. Thanks so
Awesome.
much, T.
You're very welcome, babe. Love you.
Love you too.
Thank you. Follow your bliss, guys. What did you guys get out of that? What did you guys take away from that? That was beautiful. Thank you. Um, okay, so let's all take a quick water break. If you need the washroom. Are you guys still here? Did I lose you? Let me know if you're here. Just what stuck out from you? What stuck out to you from hearing that? Right. So I'll do infinity healings for some takeaways from that. Would you like an infinity healing to take fast inspired action? Yes. Would you like an infinity healing to believe in yourself? Yes. Would you like an infinity healing to powerfully magnetize to you your ultimate mentor? Yes. So yesterday, those investors were saying invest in yourself. Number one, second best investment. I mean, what the investment to invest in yourself isn't a mentor. That's like the life hack to go from where you are to where you want to be in record speed. Get a mentor. And then I have more qualifications because I've seen mentors with like, we can double your income. You know, these Americans that would come here back in the days and like just super aggressive, super like cutthroat. And I was like, I know this guy can help me become more, but his way is just not resonating with me. I'm an empath. I'm a light warrior. I'm a spiritual soul, old soul. So not only finding a mentor, but finding a mentor that is in your tribe, right? I think who said that yesterday? Tara was like, it's beautiful to see someone, be in this community, speaking my language. For those of us who are lone wolfing it, we're a tribe. We can do this together. And Yeah, that's so 100%. I'm going to do some very powerful activations right after I do this. And do I have your permission, guys? Thank you, Tara, you're here. Munira, are here. Terez, Munira, are you? What was the big takeaway? I want to engage with you guys. I don't want to keep transmitting. I want it to be a circular. What was the big takeaway from that? What stuck out from you? What stuck out to you from hearing that? And we'll get right into. I'm going to share. If anyone's on this call, I'm curious to know intuitively. Anyone on this call who's feeling like, you know what? I think Tarek has something for me. I think there's something for me here. Who here feels? Yesterday we asked the groups if you're group 1, 2, 3. You're not committing to anything right now, but I'm just curious to hear who here feels there. It would be beneficial to chat with me, to hop on a call with me, to who here feels I have some trans medicine for you. I can help you where you're at. Who here feels that? Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. So there's a link. Click on that link. It's on YouTube. Copy and paste it, whatever you need to do. I'll put it here. We should create an easy link for this. tarekbeebe.com/breakthrough. Maybe it's that. Let me try that. Tarek Beebe. We have so many links. Breakthrough. Yes. Oh no. So it was working for a second, it wasn't. We're just switching to a new whole provider system. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Jocelyn, Munir, Therese, great, great, great. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share with you guys what I've got going on for the next 6 months, the opportunity that is available for you guys today. And for whoever's interested, hop on that discovery call. There's a way to make this work. If someone's on this call and they're like, Tarek, I'm feeling Tarek has something for me. I feel like Tarek is meant to be my healer, my coach, my mentor. Hop on a call with me. And 100% we'll figure out a way to make this work for you. There's always a way. Every single client that started working with me, except for a handful, including Vanessa, started off by saying, I can't afford this. Almost every single one. And then half of them, they had a little bit of openness that we found a way to make it work, and they've transformed their lives. And they're off to making, hitting their 5K, 10K, 15K, 20K, 50K month goals per month. And then the other half, I just haven't heard of, I haven't seen, and they just disappeared. So here is my screen. Let's see what I got. The Infinitely Abundant Healer Program. The program is called StreamYard. I don't know. Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see this? Type in yes if you see a picture of me in a suit called the Infinitely Abundant Healer Program. Look at that smiley face. Just waiting to see if you guys see it. I just need a yes real quick. You guys won't see it on Instagram. You need to go to YouTube to see it. Oh, great, Jocelyn. So the Infinitely Abundant Healer Program. So I noticed it's been 15 years of helping spiritual women on the spiritual path, aligned with their life purpose, generate financial abundance. It's 15 years of that. Record speed, faster than anywhere else before. Remember, this is a mentor who is a healer, who is right brain, who is a creative, who's a musician. Like I'm a poet, I'm a rap artist. I'm an empath, I'm a starseed, I'm a warrior of love. So for me, and for me to figure this out, and for me to teach it in a way that is heart centered, that is not manipulative, you're not being aggressive in any unhealthy way. You are being empowered. You're always being of service. Even when you're doing your sales, you're being of service. So this is for you if you're a healer, light worker, spiritual entrepreneur, heart-centered business owner. If you're struggling with not knowing the business side of things, not understanding how to use technology and social media in the best way, not knowing how to get high paying clients and keeping them, not knowing how to create packages and attract your ultimate soul tribe, not knowing how to streamline your business so you can leverage your time and do one to many. We had one of our clients work half the time, double her income. So remember, we said there's three groups. There's group one coming out of the closet healers, the closet healers, and Vanessa went from not charging, how do we say that? Not fully claiming her gifts as a healer to fully now it's like fully claiming it. And then there are people who, I could feel like her partner, her king. We wasn't able to get on the call today, but shared that after one or two sessions, he's been pretty much adding an extra 2,000 to his income. So he's been almost every week uh, fully booked. So that's group number two, where you can use more clients, right? So her partner um, pretty much maxed out his goal was to max out his time slots to work with his clients, full practice almost every week. And then there's the third group, like Annalisa, who already have, um, they have, they're hitting their goals. They have full time. They have all the clients they want, but maybe they want to create multiple streams of income. They want to create passive income. They have these big visions that they want to manifest, or they want to create more systems, get their time back, things like that. So that's a whole other um, group. So what you're looking for is, yeah, just having fully booking your clients, making a bigger difference in the world, bigger impact, aligning more with your passion and purpose, streamlining things, having that healthy masculine structure. If you want to double your income, work half the time, attract those juicy, yummy soul clients that you love working with, thrive more from your gifts. Welcome to the ultimate spiritual business transformation program. That's wrong. It's a 6 month container, and in these 6 months, you'll get the 12 coaching modules. These are the steps that I took to go from being broke to making 10,000 in 10 months. So you'll get those 12 modules. What makes these modules different than anything out there is nothing that has this. There's a silent infinity healing running through every single module. Meaning, if we're talking about sales and rolling, there's a silent infinity healing that's clearing everything that module is talking about. If we're talking about getting yourself out there through social media, there's a silent infinity healing that's clearing all your mindset blocks about getting yourself out there and committing to creating content. So my superpower is the infinity healing, because guess what? It's source energy, God's energy, clearing all your blocks. Not only does it focus on mindset, but also focus on fears, emotions, childhood traumas, ancestral blocks, past life blocks, clearing karma, taking your power back, self forgiveness, forgiveness of others. It does infinite things for you. But just simply, let's just focus on the mindset. That's one aspect of the infinity healing. The reason why, let's use Vanessa as an example. The reason why Vanessa manifested $6,000. One of the reasons they say 90% or 95% of why we succeed or don't succeed, it's about our mindsets. So, what's the first thing we do in the Infinity Healings is we find out what are these limiting blocks. Oh, there's this thing from when I was four. Like my superpowers in few minutes, pinpointing these core traumas from childhood, from our past that are blocking us today from success, from our life purpose, from our financial abundance. That can happen in a few minutes. We pinpoint it and we alchemize it permanently. So once the mindset now is going from, I don't believe in myself, I don't have what it takes, imposter syndrome, there's a whole list of things. And we'll do some clearings after this for money blocks. Um, Once you clear those mindsets, 95% of why we succeed or don't succeed is because of the mindset. So if we're shifting your mindset, while you're listening to these modules, it to me it's like you're almost guaranteeing it. If you're doing the inner work, including the mindset, if you're shifting it to the success, meaning you're now Your mindset is 95% of where you're going to succeed or not. And that's fully activated. And you've got the grounded step by step formula that's worked for me and for thousands of people worldwide. Why wouldn't you succeed in record time? It's because some of the programs only focus on the structure. Some of the programs only focus on the mindset. This is the beautiful bridge of the two, the left, right brain, masculine, feminine, spiritual, and 3D business marketing, but in an empathic way. So you've got those modules, you've got the healing sessions. Uh, that should say, yes, you've got 12 one-on-one healing sessions with me. Sorry, 12 group healing sessions, forgive me. In the 6-month container, we meet every 2 weeks on a group healing call. Everyone will get a hot seat. Ask your questions. Let's do some actionable steps. Let's hold you accountable to do the things you say you're going to do. Let's hop on some sales calls. It's 6-figure mentorship happening in these group calls, 6-figure plus mentorship. We're mentoring you to reach 6 figures. We're focused on that. And then we've got the 6 live group healings. So there's 6 live group healings on top of that. There's 6 distance healings on top of that. There's monthly voice note support. Vanessa, let us know how supportive is it to be able, when you were like, oh my God, something's happening with this client. I can't sign them up. I need help. How is it helpful to reach out when you're needing that help in real time? So you've got those access to voice noting me in between our sessions, and there's a limit to that. You can't voice note me 100 times a day. For those of you who want to, we got to do it in a healthy way that's sustainable, and then you'll have an accountability buddy. So Vanessa and Graham are each other's accountability buddy, and in this course we teach you how to take advantage of your accountability buddy, have someone hold you accountable to do all the things you're going to do, because otherwise you're not going to. And then on top of that, so this 6 months container, change your life forever. 6 months for the life, for the rest of your life, positive shifting. And then you're listening to healing audio once a week. So once a week for me, it's every Friday. I've got personal development, and I listen to an audio that's going to shift manifest money miracles is all about money. So we want you guys to make your money back tenfold and on all levels. And you've got access to all these audios that I spoke to you guys about. This is the one you listen to while you're sleeping. This is our bestseller when it comes to financial abundance. We talked about the Millionaire Mind Matrix. Those are the 10 programs that are. I feel like we need to change these pictures. Julia, if you're watching, we got to do this trade. I don't like these photos. I don't know why they're here. What does that have to do with manifest money miracles? I don't get it. Sorry, my Virgo is super critical. Why is there a typewriter here? Some people on this call don't even know what a typewriter is. Okay. Yeah, great. So the Magic Book of Miracles, amazing. I told you guys I listen to my music when I wake up. You guys get access to all my 6 healing rap albums and all these healing audio programs. So total value is more than 10,000. You can get it for only 2,998. This is only available now. We used to charge 15,555. We're doing our best to help support you guys. We know the people who sign up with us refer their friends. We know the people who sign up with us get amazing results. We know the people who sign up with us continue in their containers several times. So it's only 2,998. This Monday, the rate's going to go back up to 9,998. Because think about it. Vanessa signed up, paid, she's doing her 500 a month, and she already generated 6,000 in sales. So let's say her clients are paying her 1,000 a month. From one call, she already doubled her investment from her first call. Graham, let's say, is doing the 500 a month. Already had 2 months where he was generating an extra 2,000. So that's 4 times his investment. So it's been so consistent, guys. I don't want to, I mean, you guys can go through this. You go to tarkbb.com/IAHP, Infinitely Abundant Healer Program. tarkbb.com/IAHP stands for Infinitely Abundant Healer Program. And we had some people who were like, I'm not a healer. Listen, if you're creating art, if you're creating music, if you're helping people, to me that goes under the healer umbrella. So it's not only for people who do like hands-on healing. It's a whole. It's like more if you're a spiritual entrepreneur. If you're on the spiritual path, right? Should we go over some of these? Guys, if I could share the stats. First guy who signed up with us manifested $50,000 after a session, and then joined the program, manifested $72,000. Jillian signed up to join the program within 3 months. She hit her 6K goal and then went on to hit 10K beyond. Anastasia signed up to work with us. She's a healer. Sonny is in real estate, but he uses a lot of law of attraction with his clients. Natasha signed up to this program, created her first 5,000 package, and so she had 2 people signing up for it before she completed the program, so that's 10,000 there. And then she had 2 people signing up the next month, and that's another 10,000, so that's 20,000. Almost every single one of them, it just pays itself off. That's my biggest intention. You get it all tenfold right away, financially, spiritually, energetically, all levels. So it's expansive. It's not expensive, and it's definitely not expensive based on the rates that they used to be. And it's an investment in yourself. So these are the modules: gain confidence in your offerings, offer discovery calls and master your enrollment process, create your high-end packages, right? So Vanessa went from charging people, I don't know, 100, 150 for one-off sessions to I'm not offering one-offs anymore. I'm only doing 6-month containers. And now we're doing 500 a month per person. How do we go from that extreme to that mindset? Infinity healing, having a mentor, and that can happen for you. Strategically packaging your services, marketing your packages, strategic supportive allies, launching your telesummits, which helps you increase your audience, your soul tribe, your email list, social media, create your ultimate signature program, create your own podcast, launch your signature program, make your life easier by systemizing and automating your business. So you get all of that. You can do the 575 per month, right? So the rate's already gone up since Vanessa signed up last month. 575 per month, or 1,150 per month, or you could just pay in full. I would literally just pay in full. Now the exercise I share with you guys, so you could just click here, pay in full, save 140 when you pay in full. Rates are going to go up to 9,998. Vanessa, tell me, do you feel that's fair that I charge 9,998 for this 6-month program? And yeah, so then the next person who signed up, Jennifer, worked half the time, doubled her income. Felicia went from doing face paintings to doing huge murals worth thousands of dollars. So from $50 to $10,000 from her gifts. Cheyenne, I don't know why that's there. She graduated from the Infinity Healing course, but we have been working together. She's on a spiritual journey. Lisha, her goal was like, I want to hit 15K. I think we did that the next month. She hit her 15K goal several months, and some months it was 10, and some months it was lower than that, but a lot of them were 15K months. Near Journey went from working at a cafe to owning it for like nothing. She barely paid. About to open up a second cafe. Is doing great with her crypto investments, minus some fuckery with someone, and created her $3,000 package and sold it during our container. Lindsay sold her first 10K package back to back. We got hit. We got we. I supported Hillary. She had a $12,000 launch. We got her on a bunch of big summits. Dr. Tiana manifested $50,000 after a session on semi-passive income with her multi-level marketing. Um, Coralina manifested what her financial goal within 2 weeks. There's Graham. Graham manifested 2,000 extra a month. There's Vanessa manifested 6,000 in sales 3 weeks into it. And Anaga, even though it's a infinity, it's the wrong testimonial. It's more about her and her infinity healing. She said her husband. There's a season in India where they usually make zero sales, and he was making like $1,000 a day using the infinity healing. She's a certified infinity healer, so she was doing it to her husband. So it wasn't through this program. That one shouldn't be there. I'm missing a few. There's so much more, guys, but the percentage of I'm going to pull back. Any questions, guys? Who here is genuinely feeling that there's more for them through me? With some mentorship. Who here feels like there's an openness, there's a desire to getting my support? Just type in yes below. And again, you can email me. You can message Vanessa. You can go here. I'll put the link. You can go to tarikbb.com/mentoring. I believe is the link that gets the whole process started. Mentoring. Let's see. tarikbb.com/mentoring. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. tarikbb.com/mentoring is where you want to go. Get it started. Oh my God, Tarek was so there for me. Crisis mode. Thanks, V. Yeah, those voice notes are priceless. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. Whatever I create, I quadruple the value and I charge less than the things I've seen out there. It's so sad that the investments I've done, the last two containers, I'm just one out of thousands. They don't even know who I am. And if I show up, I haven't shown up. I signed up, paid thousands of dollars. I don't show up. You know why? Because they gave me a whole bunch of modules. No one's holding me accountable to listening to them. One thing we're going to add to you guys, we're going to do sales Sundays, sales Fridays. Or we can do, I heard it, Grant Cardone's thing is Money Mondays, Wealth Days instead of Wednesdays. But every Friday, we're going to we're going to open up a 2-hour slot every Friday. And in those 2 hours, you're going to message hot leads. You're going to follow up with hot leads. And we're going to run infinity healing throughout those calls where you're just magnetizing financial abundance in those Sundays. So Sundays, nurture your voice note. That's what Vanessa did. She called the first person that popped into awareness. So imagine you spend 2 hours. Hey, how's it going? Just want to check in on you. Want to hop on a call, see how we can support each other. And I'll write the script for you guys for everything you got to say. And it's all heart centered, and you can tweak it so it's unique to you. Talk to me, guys. I'm not going to say anything till I hear from you guys. What are you feeling? Who's interested? Any questions? Any comments? Any feedback? Thanks, Therese. Great question. I mean, let's just hop on a call, go over all that info with you. When are the group calls? The group calls are going to be, so because we're starting this new container, what we do, Therese, what time zone are you in? If you're EST, PST, MST, whatever the three main major ones are, we usually we email the whole group and we find the time that works for every single one of us, because that's the heart of the program. So if the time doesn't work for you, and PST Terra is super easy. We message the group. We've done it successfully since over the last several years, even to the point we had clients in Australia and New Zealand where the time difference is crazy different, and we still found that sweet spot that worked for all time zones. So don't worry, everyone who signs up, we email you all. We find a time that works for everyone. Yeah. So Tara's sounds like there's an openness there. There's a desire to there's some part of you saying this is possible for me. So yeah, hop on a call. Let's have a chat. Great questions. Tara, do you accept credit card payments? 100%, Tara. We accept credit card payments. In fact, that's all we accept. Yeah. For some reason, my car insurance company doesn't. That's why I asked. Oh, okay. No, no, no. That's all we do because yeah, credit card, that's the way to go. He was there for me in crisis. Oh, Tara, I'm so glad. That's right. I mean, that's a great point. Is I felt when you reached out, Tara, that it was you're right. I mean, that's beautiful to share because Tara, you weren't in my container. It's very rare. I don't know if Vanessa, you know this about me, but it's very rare for me to uh, to take time to help someone that, because in a way, Tara, I've met you barely one time, but I think, yeah, it was intuitive. I know you're friends of close friends of mine, so mm, yeah, I get it. Yeah, yeah. We're starting April 15th, Therese. We're starting April 15th, and everyone who signs up today, we're securing that rate. And then also on the solar eclipse, we're going to do a very powerful, um, I call it a VIP day. We're going to go through so much. It's going to be 3 hours. Imagine like what we did today, but 3 hours. And it's fully geared to where you at now and fast tracking you to where you want to be. Let's get everything set up in gear. Um, yeah. Any other questions? So remember what we said yesterday, the reason why people don't sign up is the commitment. And these questions are great. I'm here to answer all your questions. But all the number one thing is the level of commitment. So would you like an infinity healing to have 100% commitment to what your heart knows is best for you? Would you like that? And to have your level of expectations of all the great things that can happen when you say yes to yourself. Would you like that to be a 10 out of 10? And would you like your level of belief in yourself to be a 10 out of 10? Would you like that? Yes. So, oh, there's a private chat here. Yeah, private chat me. I don't know how whoever private chatted me, but private chat me your email address and phone number. Okay, there you go, Vanessa. How did you private chat me? This is great. Oh, you just click on the person, maybe? No, I'm highlighting Tara. Uh, Ben. No, we don't want to ban. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Just email, email support at tarikbb.com. Teraz, if you can email support at tarikbb.com. If you want to have a chat, Tara, Email support@targetbeauty.com if you want to have a chat, but we're also connected. Teres, I don't have your information. If you can put your Instagram or Facebook, how we can reach you, please let me know. Who else is here on the fence, somewhat interested, terrified? So yeah, some of you can just go ahead and click enroll now, and you'll have those options. You fill out a contact information. You choose your options. Pay in full. You save a lot of money just paying full. 3 month. You've got the 3 months monthly payment plans and the month-to-month payment plans. And know that each one you're saving more, right? So you're saving the most when you pay in full. You're paying a little bit more with the 3 months. You're paying a little bit even more with the month-to-month. Yeah, so I don't know if I shared this, but yeah, I invested thousands of dollars in this program, and whenever I go to ask a question, they have me fill out a form, and it's like this whole long process to ask a question that then gets submitted, and then when I hop on the weekly calls, they may or may not get to my question, and it's just very sad. And everything I hated in the courses and programs, I made sure to change that. So I go all out for my clients, and I have a guarantee. I have a guarantee. If you do not, if by some miracle you are one of if you're the only person who this doesn't work for, if you don't make your money back during our 6 month container, I will welcome you to join us for the next 6 months and the next 6 months, and the next 6 months till you make your money back. So I don't want to take your money. I want to help double, quadruple, 10 times it. I I believe based on 15 years of people telling me I want to achieve this, they achieve it in record time. My level of belief and faith that I can help you is 100 million%. And I have empathy for you being on the other side of the fence where you're like on the outside looking in. Is it possible? Will this work for me? Oh, it worked for Vanessa, worked for these people. The reason I shared all his testimonials, I wanted it to help you be like, yes, this can happen for me. My life could change today. Another thing, so my level of belief is 100% in you. I probably believe in you more than you believe in yourself. I probably know what's possible for you. So there's a version of you that did say yes, took these 6 months. Let's do that. Let's fast forward into the future. You said yes, you signed up today, and let's fast forward 6 months from today. The the you 6 months from today, let's connect to that person. Let's look at her finances. Let's look at his finances. How much are you making 6 months from today after saying yes to yourself? What's shifted in your life? What's shifted in your career? What's shifted in your relationships? Yeah, if you read Graham's testimonial, it's not just finances shift, life purpose shifts. He is a musician. His first gig, he had 250 people. You know how great that feels? So creativity, success. He was even mentioning the testimonial, sexuality shifted major, relationships shifted major, right? It's a holistic approach. We're not just I only focus on money because that's the number one thing people ask me for, but it's holistic, all areas of your life. So if you're now you have this option, I'm opening the door, I'm saying, guys, come in. I want to change your life. Come in. I open the door. We're inside this room. We're having celebration. There's balloons, celebration, congratulations, good music. Vanessa's celebrating. Graham's celebrating. Alessia's celebrating. All the people that signed up are celebrating in here. Um, Maida is celebrating. And all these people on the fence are celebrating. People who are about to join. Tara's celebrating. Tara's celebrating. And we're like, we want you guys to have all of this. All your heartstrings are in this room. We want doors open. We're going to come in. And the way I see it, so what does your future self say to you about this option? What does she or he say to you about this option? Yes or no? And that's it. I don't want you guys to do what I want you to do. I want you guys, I'm on the side of your heart, your soul. I'm right there with your heart and soul. And the only person on the other side of this tug of war, pulling the ropes, is ego, is fear, is resistance. And even then, it's not our enemy. But we just want to let that part of us know. So, would you like an infinity healing to let your ego, your inner child, your resistance, your saboteur know that it's safe for you to go out of your comfort zone? It's safe for you to expand. It's safe for you to feel the fear and still say yes. Would you like that? Yes, yes, yes. Uh, so two options right now. Go right into the landing page, commit, secure this rate. If for whatever reason you guys are, I mean, we gave you three options. If for whatever reason you guys can't even do the whatever it was, 575 per month, just PayPal me just to keep the full program at the rate it is now because what did we say? April 8th, it's going to go back to 9,000. So PayPal me. Um, just say like secure my investment or something. Just say IAHP, Infinitely Abundant Healer Program. Just put something down. We'll keep that for you. We're only taking in 10 in this container. We're probably around, I'm getting 7 right now based on who's in and who's about to sign up. So that means room for 3 more. Because after when it's more than 10, it's hard for everyone to get their hot seats. It's uh, it's just I like the 10. What else? 6-month container, change your life on all levels. It's going to be a boot camp. You decide how intense you want it to be. The bare minimum, show up to those group calls twice a week. There's replays in case you missed them. Some people send us requests. Hey, Tarek, I can't make it, but I need help with this. And I do a whole thing on that. I do healings on it, and we do mentorship on it. Bare minimum, the way the economy is going right now is for us to be at least 6 figures, which means between 8 and 9,000 a month. Bare minimum. If you're group number 3, I would say let's aim for that $1 million at the end of the year. Let's aim for. So that means we're aiming for 80,000 a month if you're group number 3. Let's get it to the 50K, 80K mark. And then it's a whole journey. It's not just about hitting those financial goals. It's about what do we do with our money. We talked about the 5 buckets. Okay, let's conclude with some infinity healings. It's 108, sacred number. I feel like I've lost you guys. Are you guys there? What's going on? What's happening? Say hi, say something. Um, but yeah, Tara, I feel 100% we came together for this game changer. I can't wait to see you fully thriving from your gifts and aligned with your passion and purpose. Therese, I'm excited to meet you and connect with you. So like I said, to secure it, if none of those options is cause here, what does that mean, Christian? Cause here. But good to know you're still here. Um, I've never, ever, 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 ever let money stop me from working with someone. I believe it is a sacred, it's a sacred um, contract almost. It's a sacred contract, sacred contract for me to support you. So I never let money stop me from working with someone. Oh, okay, Tara, you're at work as well. Got it. Of course I'm here. Yes, of course you're here, brother. Beautiful. Appreciate your presence. I know I can help you double, triple, quadruple your income. And I know for some of you, money is a challenge. And I know when we hop on a call, we'll find a way. I'll meet you halfway. We'll figure out an affordable monthly payment plan. Whatever it takes, we'll get you in. Let's just get you in, like get you in the door, whatever it takes. When I was broken on welfare, my mentor said, write 20 to 30 ways you can generate an extra 500 a month. And I wrote them all down and I circled the one that's easiest. And I committed to the program, which, it worked for me. I said yes, gave my credit card info, signed up for the 500 a month. Your biggest transformation doesn't happen in the future, guys. It happens the moment you feel the resistance, you feel the fear, and you say yes. In that moment, the moment before Vanessa signed up, there was that moment where she's like, I'm doing it, whatever it takes, I'm doing it. In that moment, I was like, V, your biggest breakthrough just happened right now. like in that moment. Because you're telling yourself I'm up leveling. You're telling yourself, yes, I want more, I deserve more. You're looking at fear and you're like, um, so the tattoo I have here is faith over fear. So it doesn't mean there is no fear, but just have your faith be higher than your fear. That's all. There's fear, but just have my belief in self is higher. My heart is saying yes. My intuition is saying yes. Let that be louder volume than fear. Fear is going to be there. The mind's job is to be like, what if I fail? I signed up for something in the past that didn't work. 100,000 objectives. And remember, you can ask your mind, why are all the reasons I can't do this, which I did before I signed up with my mentor. And then all I had to do was switch to, what are all the reasons I have to do this? And another way of looking at this is, how much is it costing me right now, 111? How much is it costing me right now to not do this? How much energy is it costing me to not do this? All the energy that goes to, all the negative habits, being drained, frustrated, right? Sometimes when we go to jobs we don't love, how much does it tax our energy, right? Vanessa, Tara, like playing it small, right? I want you guys to win. On this event I was on the last 3 days, the guys in Aries, and they were talking about him, and they were like, his love language is helping you win. And I got so emotional. It felt so validating. My love language, V, please confirm this, is how do I show you that I love you? It's not I love you, you're so sweet. It's not words of affirmation. And Aries is I do, is action oriented. It's doing things. So my love language is doing things to help you win. And when you win, I'm celebrating. Beautiful. Tara, I just canceled my group health benefits through my work today because I don't need to pay for Western doctors. I need spiritual health. God damn it! From Tarek, I'm clearing the way, making it happen. Hallelujah! I love that, Tara. Can we all celebrate Tara? Can we all celebrate Tara? Beautiful, beautiful. Ah, exactly in that moment. That's the transformation, Tara. That's great news, guys. Teres, beautiful, Teres. I just got your Instagram message. Thanks for finding me there. I will follow up with you. We can hop on a call. I opened up like 3, 4 calls for today, so when you fill out that form, it should link you up to having a chat today. Let's hop on a call. Let's make it happen. So excited. If there's anyone here still like on the fence, just needing that kick in the ass, at the count of three, let's healthily kick that ass. One, two, three. Whoever was needing that. One, two, three. Right? Okay. Let's conclude with some infinity healings, guys. I might do a bonus tomorrow. I don't know. I just have so much more I want to share with you guys. Um, so what did we do today? We talked about the vision board. We talked about the 5 buckets. Um, was it you, Christian, self-care? So first of all, would you like an infinity healing to increase your abundance quotient? So it's a new word that I started using, but your financial freedom, frequency, vibration, consciousness. Would you like to continuously increase your financial consciousness, abundance consciousness, prosperity consciousness? Would you like that? Yeah. So earlier, Christian, remember how we talked about your ultimate purpose is to check in with yourself and to nurture what your being's needing, right? So we did an infinity healing for that. So that's really going to help you with your self-care. And in those AM, PM rituals, those are going to be game changers for your mental health, because quality of sleep is going to help your health on all levels. The healthy discipline is going to help. And I'll create a card for self-care. So at the end of my work hours, what can I do to replenish, right? So Christian, today, I was like, Friday night, no plans. Oh, what feels fulfilling? I had this packed 7 days, like you yourself, Christian. You're doing so much. Create one of those cue cards for self-care. I'm gonna have an Epsom salt bath. I'm gonna smudge myself. I'm gonna go for a walk. If and I can look at my play account. Maybe I can go get a massage. If I don't have money, maybe I could trade with someone for a massage. Um, you know, go watch a show. Go to the cinema. Try not to watch the movies. Almost every movie now is like, except for the Marley movie, I think is the only one that doesn't have negative programming. Um, what's gonna fill your cup? Connecting with a friend, right? Having someone support you, book in a healing session, whatever it takes. Mastering self-care. So would you like an infinity healing to master your self-care? Yes. Would you like an infinity healing to know health is the new wealth, making health a number one priority? Yes. So, guys, part of this eclipse is to let go of ask Vanessa how many times we use the word feng shui. So, if you guys don't know, feng shui is an Eastern art. Is it Japanese or Chinese? I'm not sure. Of how everything is energy, right? Dr. Emoto showed us how water and thoughts and words and emotions affect water. We're 90% water. So feng shui, right? Look, let's feng shui our insides. Let's feng shui our outside environment. Let's feng shui our home, right? Okay, beautiful. Therese, what a synchronicity. Therese was thinking about joining, uh, is a feng shui consultant. That is beautiful, Therese. I love that. I love that. I love that you do that. And I want to help you share it with more and more and more, but with the world. Um, so what happens when I listen to my infinity healing and my music, because it has infinity healing, is I'm feng shuiing the inside of my being, and then I start getting organized and I start getting clear and I start deleting things I don't need and feng shuiing my laptop. I feng shui my kitchen. I feng shui my home, like not to the level of Therese, who has that as expertise, but like energetically, you just know what needs to be getting rid of. So my rule is, I would write this down: feng shui my life, feng shui my relationships, feng shui my finances. When you do those bucket systems, you're feng shuiing, you're creating streams and flows. for those finances. So part of this eclipse is, what do I need to let go of? Today we've let go of so many limiting beliefs. Those of you who will continue for the next 6 months, we're going to feng shui all your limiting beliefs. We're going to let go of as many fears as we can. We're going to let go of tons of emotional trauma that's stored in the body, past life, ancestral, all of it. And we're going to allow new things in. So we're shifting to we're in the age of Aquarius. There's a major shift from age of Pisces. We're shifting, and this eclipse is a huge shift, right? 8-8, 8-8. Why is it 8-8? I don't know if it's 8-8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. So this solar eclipse is an 8-8 portal. Yesterday we started at a 4-4 portal, if you weren't aware. We started with 4-4. Where those of you sign up, we're going to do an 8-8 portal. It's 8 because 2024, when you add them, it's 8. That's double infinity. And where was I going with that? So what relationships? So the mindset is, if I'm going to eat this food, I want it to give me more energy than it's going to take from me, right? So it's an investment mindset. Yesterday we spoke about having that entrepreneurial mindset. I want to invest in relationships that are going to add value to my life. Because we have some relationships that just take. No reciprocity. Aries are 1,000% amazing givers, but if there's no reciprocity, peace, and you won't even get a message. You're just wondering what happened. I just pieced out someone this morning energetically. I had a breakup. I broke up with a guy friend. Just like energetically, I was like, done. So please write down in the comments what is coming. What are you getting out of this? Hey Miranda, thanks for joining us. Miranda Ananda 444. So with food, right? If I eat a McDonald's burger, if you guys haven't seen those videos, they stay the way they are. By the way, I'll probably go on for another 40 minutes if you guys are. I'm here to hold space for anyone who's on the fence, answer any questions, and I'm going to continue channeling 222. We've been live for 2 hours, and the numbers are off the charts. 222. We've been live for 2 hours and 22 minutes. I'll probably go for another 40. Whoever wants to join, I just want to add more value to you. I want to deliver on my promise. If you need to leave, great. If you can stay, I will continue to add more value to your lives. So if I eat a burger, it's going to take more energy from me than it's going to give. It's going to feel good at first, but it's going to deplete my energy. Relationships. I want you to look at your relationships. Type in yes if you have at least one person in your circle of friends that is a taker and does not reciprocate. Just type in yes if you have that person. So we want to look at our lives. What needs to shift in terms of our food? What do we need to let go of? What do we need to put more of? Right? Maybe I can let go of snacks and unhealthy snacks and make healthy snacks. Maybe I can integrate more juicing in the morning, in the AM. Maybe I can integrate more smoothies now that the weather is getting warmer, right? Maybe I can let go of laying down on the couch and binge watching TV and integrate more walks in nature. Hey, Therese, thanks for being here. I appreciate you, Queen. I got your message on Instagram, I believe, so I will continue this conversation with you there. And just shoot me some times that work for you today for a chat with the time zone, please. And a phone number, and I'll call you. Appreciate you. Thanks for being with us. I appreciate you. Okay, so yeah, are you guys here? Are you guys with us? Just say, give us a yes. No, I'm definitely going to do this on Zoom next time. This is, it's a weird feeling. Anybody out there? Crickets. The sound of silence. Not a single yes. Yes, hallelujah, Christian. Christian is here. Okay, that's good. Christian's here. I feel good. All right. Um, Beautiful. So if you guys haven't said yes to the feng shuiing of relationships, I'm guessing you're surrounding yourself with great people. So I want you guys to surround yourself. Let's surround ourselves with people who are good-hearted, who are soul tribe, but who are actual achievers, who are, you know, maybe further down the road of where we want to be. Let's surround ourselves, with social media, guys. You can teach the AI algorithm what you want on YouTube. Uh, everything YouTube, Facebook. I remember with Instagram when I was first on there, I was just sharing like very stupid stuff, like stuff I was like, this is mindless. And I was like, do not want you condition it. You're like, I do not want to see content like this. I do not want to see content like this. I do not want to see content like this. And then you start liking all the things that are like positive, mind shifts, wisdom, so you condition your social media to share with you the things that are going to change your life. Again, I'm investing my time on social media. I want it to give me more than I give it, right? Conditioning. I want to surround myself with people who are living their dreams, who are, a certain frequency, certain vibration. They're go-getters, they're doers, they're achievers. So would you like an infinity healing to feng shui your inside, feng shui your outside, all areas of your life? Would you like that? Yes. And would you like an infinity healing to surround yourself, not surround yourself, but like have in your circle achievers, dreamers, doers, leaders, people living their dreams, people who are the one thing I love about people living their dreams, like every milestone I had, I'm like, I want to get everyone up. I had a milestone in my life purpose, let's get everyone up. Got a milestone with finances, let's get everyone there. And that's the truth. Hollywood does not show you guys. Yesterday I told you about which shows to watch that show the only shows that show wealthy, financially wealthy people in a positive light. Um, Hey, Queen, nice to see you here. I was checking out your Tantra speed dating event. I'm like, I keep wanting to go and have other plans, but I love them. I was gonna reach out to you and just be like, uh, anyways, would love to chat another time. So we're talking about feng shuiing our relationships. Who in our lives do we need to like have a boundary with? Sometimes it's not about cutting them out, but having a healthy boundary with them. I remember my parents used to. Uh, just call me in the middle of my work hours and I'm like, hey guys, I chat with you every week, every Saturday or every Sunday. Is this an emergency? Can I call you that? So it's just like a boundary, right? We need to have a boundary with social media. Again, we talked about the notifications and all that. Mute, unsubscribe. Feng shui our emails, right? Unsubscribe from those emails that are not, that you're just keep deleting. Don't delete them. Unsubscribe from the ones that you don't want to see anymore, right? So we're conditioning our social media, we're conditioning our environment to be surrounded with achievers, believers, dreamers. And I want to talk about the Tantra fest. I remember talking to a relationship coach, and she was like, "Tark, I see you connecting with your queen." This is when I was like years. I'm like, wow, I never met anyone who I'm like this. It's there was one time in the last 10 years where I was like, I see this person being a potential life partner, and it's rare for me to have that. And I'm like, where do I find my tribe? How many, Tara, you were saying this the other day. You're like, where's my tribe, right? Like our tribe is here. And I remember this lady saying, go to tantra events. You'll find your type of person. You'll find your queen there. So where do we need to go to find our soul tribe? Where are they? Let's go hang out. Let's find out where there are. Where are these? Like there's all these boat cruises. A friend of mine recently told me like there's a boat cruise for high level entrepreneurs. So there's the your wish is your command. We're talking about them earlier about manifestation. There's a your wish is your command boat cruise. There's Awesome Fest. The guys who run Mind Valley have a great story about how we rushed the stage in the middle of their talk, me and 10 other brothers, and we did a haka, the New Zealand, come mate, kaora. We just like took our shirts off and rushed the stage. Anyways, I'll share that story another time. But Mind Valley was just like these awesome human beings. Some of them had these not amazing not-for-profits, raising tons of money, changing the world with entrepreneurship, balanced with spirituality. So we got to find out where our tribe is because it's not going to be in our matrix reality, right? So where do you go to find them? When I went to Tantra Fest, there was some uh, Jamie's here on Instagram. That's why I'm talking about it because she has her tantra speed dating event. So if you're just, so again, it's like Tinder versus like a tantra speed dating event. And there's like apps now. Tara, I know you were sharing with me about your like non-negotiable in your king being unvaxxed. I'm not here to judge if you've done that or not because I have friends in the whole spectrum. But there is an app that is called Unjabbed or Unvaxxed or whatever, and it's for people with that mindset, right? So where can we go to find like-hearted, like-minded people? So would you like an infinity healing to attract your soul tribe? Would you like an infinity healing to go where they're hanging out in large numbers? Would you like an infinity healing to manifest um, attracting, magnetizing those people that will inspire you more, that add value to your life, that help you play a bigger game? Would you like that? Yes. So I remember being in a forest and maybe like 50 feet past where I was a forest and ginormous trees. And then where I was, there was this little tree, just like a tiny little, what's the politically correct way to say little person? Tree, and no trees around it. And it was like half my height. And what I get a lot of downloads. It's the inner elemental in me. Uh, the reason why it stayed short, no one around it is there to say, "Hey, you're able to keep growing taller and taller and taller." Like it didn't have anyone around it to compare it to, so it just like grew and stopped. And that was such a beautiful metaphor for me to go, wow, when you don't have someone holding that higher, right? That's what I love with these groups, guys. When you join, it's like Christian manifest something. Hey, Vanessa just sold 6,000. I could do that too. I remember when I was, even when I had those 20K, 10K months, like would have actually Lindsay, who was on here earlier. I don't know if you're still here, Cat Goddess, but she would be like, sign up someone, sign up someone, sign up someone. I'm like, okay, like I'm a competitor. My area is healthy competition, but like I get inspired. I'm like, I want some of that too. Like my students were inspiring me to play a bigger game and to be more, So you guys get my point? Surround yourself with people who are achievers and dreamers, right? Because when you guys are in the arena with us, living your purpose and living your life purpose and doing your best, you're celebrated by your soul tribe, right? Tara, I'm surrounded by takers and energy vampire parasites. Would you like an infinity healing to cut all unhealthy cords, hooks, attachments, spells, evil eye, black magic directed at you? Would you like to activate your powerful light body? Yes. And powerfully magnetize those that are for your highest good. Would you like that? Yeah, there you go, Tara. Yep. That speed dating event. I think it's happening this Sunday as well. Uh, I need to clear the way record of the past to work with you for a bit, and then my life partner will appear 100%. And the best part is you'll rise in love with yourself. You'll have such a powerful sacred union within your own self that the partner will be a bonus cherry on top. Your life's going to be so fulfilled that when the partner comes along, it's an addition to your already fulfilled, awesome life. No more magnetizing assholes. Yes, clear away the wreckage of the past. Yes. Okay. So, guys, was that helpful? Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. Follow them on social media. Invite them to your podcast if you don't have one. Start one. Just engage with them. You know, watch their documentaries, read their books. Biographies are a great way to download those. Download those. Like get the energy transfer. What is happening with a mentorship is they're energetically transferring the wisdom, they're transferring the belief, they're transferring the up leveling, right? So that forest with all the trees, they're surrounded by big trees. So when a baby tree grows, it's like, okay, that's the norm is to grow so tall, so expansive. Okay, what else? I want everyone on this call, everyone listening, every single person listening. I would love for you to do two things. I gave a lot and asked for nothing. This is a free event. I just asked for two things. Book a breakthrough call regardless of anything, no matter what excuses, where you're at, anything. Book in a breakthrough call with me. The worst thing that can happen is I send you a whole bunch of free resources. The best thing that can happen is your life will change for the better on all levels. Book in a breakthrough call. Me and my team will show up on the call. We've got Michelle helping us out with enrollments and breakthrough calls. And then we've got Vanessa helping us and myself. So book in a call, bare minimum. And then the second thing I would love for you to do is we were gonna stop the replays being live as soon as we're done today. We weren't gonna allow for replays. And I looked at our numbers and I was like, we definitely want more. We want to reach more people. I know a lot of you, we had more registrants than we had live people, time, work, who knows. Please share the replay, share the email, forward the video with your audience, please. If you felt there were some nuggets of wisdom here that really helped you and you want to bless that forward, please bless it forward. Okay. So guys, this is like a little sampler of what I would do in our first session is to create your menu. So your menu is what services are you wanting to offer to the world in exchange for financial abundance. So you would write down all the things. So when I worked with Vanessa, there was herbs, there was massage, there was art, painting, there was um, there was clothing, right? When I started doing healing, remember Vanessa shared how her mind was like, "Go take this course." Like that's a great way to sabotage yourself. Our mind is super sneaky when it's faced with the mirror of the truth of who you are. It's like, oh shit, let me go do that thing. Derailing, sabotage. Would you like an infinity home to clear that? Yes. Welcome, Diana, Sophia. Ooh, nice two names back to back. Diana, Sophia. Love it. If and when I have a daughter, I will call her Sophia. And exactly how you spelled it there. The goddess Sophia. Sophia. Um, so step one is to feng shui your offerings, right? because Vanessa doesn't, she's not going to make her financial goals only from. All right, Tara, thanks for blessing us with your presence and time and energy being here. I appreciate you. We'll connect soon. I'm excited for what we're going to co-create. Bless your heart. By the way, for those of you joining us, we will have retreats only for us, um, and we'll do them. We'll have at least one retreat in the middle of our 6-month container. It's going to be really fun. Dress up, music, um, celebrate wins, up level, deep dives, all that great stuff. Okay, let's conclude. Yeah, let's wrap it up. So I'm just writing a few notes here. Okay. Um, so yeah, what are the things you don't want to be doing? If you had to choose one, two, or three main things to focus on, what would that be? Right? Because a lot of us are old souls and we have multiple passions and we have ADD and we're distracted. Remember Vanessa said she was all over. And then what we did, the first thing we did was hone in and focus, and that feng shui mindset it really helped because you got rid of the things that, like, I know I'm not gonna, so sometimes we do things because we love them, and sometimes we do things, like for example, cooking. I recently went to Raw Aura, and Lisa invited me there for my birthday. It's a restaurant. It's raw organic. When I at one point I was like giving up on my healing earlier on in my career. I went to study to be a chef. As soon as I got a paid job to be a chef, I was like, ugh, it's in a basement. The person that people are drinking, like getting drunk the night before, and I was like, I don't want to be in this energy. This is terrible. And so I realized I love cooking, but I don't want that to be a job, right? And it's funny what the mind does, because then I was like, I had a camera and I was like, I want to help people with video, social media. I want to build them websites. The fuck am I doing building people's websites? I'm terrible at building websites. But it was just like, I want to do all these things except for the thing that is my ultimate great soul offering. A lot of us are 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 flirting with our soul offering. We're not fully claiming it. We're like, and some of us are like selling ourselves short by doing all these other things except for what we want. I'm just checking, guys, to see if I have a breakthrough call right now. No, I got time. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so let's move on from that. You're very welcome, Tara. Big hugs. Talk to you soon. Much love. Um, so what do I need to get rid of? Part of this eclipse is getting rid of, if it's people, if it's habits, if it's mindsets, right? Feng shuiing your offerings. For those of you who are in the group number 2, you're already getting your offerings out there. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to focus more on? The next thing I would say is focus on your whys. Why is it important for you to align with your purpose? What is your why? Without that why, you're not going to have that drive. If you're entering a world of being a solopreneur, entrepreneur, business owner, if you don't have a strong enough why, when you have those slip ups, when you have those fails and you want to give up, the why, remember faith over fear, why needs to be stronger. Your why needs to be stronger, right? And it could be connected to what we spoke about with the 5 buckets. Why? Because a percentage of the money that you make goes towards I forgot to say that, give account. Forgive me, guys. The 6th account is the give account. The give account is a percentage of your money that goes back, and it's called tithing. So you give back, and two things. One, you find a cause that, out of all the causes in the world, which is your number one? Is it funding organizations that stops child trafficking? Is it funding animal rights stuff? Is it domestic violence? Is it orphan children? Is it environmental causes? Right. Um, One of my favorite websites is Kiva. Kiva is great because you donate to farmers and people starting up in different parts of the world. And I was able to find Palestinians, Jordanians, Lebanese. These are my roots. So you don't. So instead of them having to borrow a loan from a bank, which won't lend them the money, let's say they're farmers or they're opening up a car mechanic shop or a building company. So it's like, and then everyone around the world donates like minimum $25, and then it hits their goal of let's say 5,000, and then they use that loan from us. We become the bank, and then they go start their business to take care of themselves. So I want you to know a percentage of the money that comes in goes to things like Kiva, helping people all over the world, uh, and great money karma, by the way. And they pay it back, by the way. They pay it back in like it's called micro loans. Great, great Age of Aquarius business, humanitarian. Um, and then so part of your why is like, because when people say I don't need to make that much money, you're only thinking about yourself. You're only thinking about yourself. We're not just making money for ourselves. The more we open ourselves to receive, the more we can give back, right? One of my favorite things to do when I have that excess is, and the give account. Give account you choose. So you either choose organizations that are aligned with your values, what's the cause that you care about the most. Find that, and then that way your company, the more it makes, the more percentage goes to that company, right? To that not for profit. Or I've also done it like my favorite podcast. They give so much, they don't charge me anything. There are healers out there who continuously create amazing content that changes my life. They don't charge for anything. So another thing that I do is I tie it back to where I feel most nourished. What's giving me something that's so valuable for me, and how can I give back to those people? So sometimes I'll find influencers and social media people and donate to them. Sometimes I do it by giving back to my parents because their love language is gifts. So there's always, and the gift again at the end of the 30 days you give back. And if you're not giving, you may be blocked in receiving. So we want to make sure the giving, you're circulating. Money needs to continue circulating and flowing. Otherwise, water gets stagnant, and you don't want stagnant water. And I remember just last month, it was like I hit like a low point, or like 3 months ago, it was like a low point of my finances. And then, uh, I could see the scarcity programs kicking in. I'm like, wow, I haven't had this in a while. Found 3, 4 organizations that I love, podcasts and people doing great work that inspire me. Boom, sent them, 100, sent one 200, sent one like 300. Just whatever I sent them, and then my finances shifted after that and took off. So give back, circulate. Um, any questions before we conclude? The last thing I'll talk about is achieving your goals. I want you guys, for your home place, to write a list of your goals. I want you to prioritize your goals, which is the number one goal. So prioritize them. Number one being the number one priority. Um, and then for each goal, so if you're doing it on your laptop, have a file called goals. Write all the goals you want to do. Prioritize them. Step number 2. Step number 3 is take each goal. So let's say you have a goal. Let's use a financial goal of hitting, um, let's say, 10,000 a month. That's a goal. Let's write it down. And then what are all the baby steps, right? So for that financial goal, You write all the baby steps, baby step number one, two, three, four, all the way. And then every day you make sure in our container, you're going to message your accountability buddy and you're going to say, so let's say one baby step for that financial goal is to call one potential client or message them or voice note them. So let's say uh, the baby step is to voice note someone or email someone or get on a call with someone. So then if I look at and put it on your calendar, so look at your if you're working 5 days, put that goal on your calendar. Uh, create $10,000, manifest 10,000. So when I see that on my calendar, I open up the manifest 10,000. I see a baby steps to call someone. I like to give 2 hours for each big goal, and I like to spread them throughout the 5 days, right? And then you commit to doing at least one baby step each day. Not each day, but every time it's on your calendar. So if the whole calendar is all with one big goal, then every day you're doing it. If it's once a week, then you do it that once a week. But you've got the goals written out, prioritized. You've got the baby steps written out, prioritized as well. And just a heads up, your number one goal for your business is to generate income. We spoke about that yesterday. It's the blood of the business. It doesn't mean we're driven by money. Money's an illusion. We're driven by impact, reaching people, sharing our gifts, making a difference in people's lives. We're leading with that. The outcome of that happens to be uh, an exchange, right? Your why should never be to make money. And if it is a financial goal, you should dream bigger and have your goal to be financial free, financial freedom, right? Are you guys with me? So that's my hack for goals. And then for each goal, to write a why. Your why becomes so strong. So why am I doing all of this right now? Because I remember what it felt like to not have anyone support me. I remember feeling all alone in my wanting to start my business, having to do it all on my own. It's so hard. And I'm one of the most resilient people I know. And it was so hard. And I gave up a few times. And I worked at a youth shelter and I was trying to do I was trying to do catering at one point, trying to do all these ridiculous stuff. At one point, I was going to be like a tantra healer. Believe in your dreams, commit to your dreams, lead with your ultimate soul offering. Focus. The greatest successful people, they focused on one thing. They weren't distracted. Kanye West focused on music over and over and over for years and years and years, became best musician he can be. Then he's like, now fashion. He didn't do fashion on the side. He went and invested time and energy and brought his team with him and they flew to the factories and they got internships, unpaid internships in all these different factories and clothing line and became friends with all these fashion people. He was in it 100 million% invested in it. And now his brand, if it is him, I don't know if you guys know, I'm big into truth seeking, aka conspiracy, which we don't want to use that word anymore. But if it is him, I believe in clone theory, so I don't know if it's really him or something else. But his his clothing, his shoes and fashion brand has exploded and made millions and millions of dollars, and helped him hit billionaire status actually. So focus. Don't spread all that energy all over the place. It's like on roulette, if roulette has like 30, what is it, 34 options, 30, 33, 34. If you're just spreading and putting a little bit in each one, and it lands on your number, you get a little bit. But if you put all your chips on you and that thing circles and it lands on your number, you're going to get that times 100. Ding, 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 ding. Bet on yourself. Bet on your greatest strengths. Don't spread yourself. So goals, baby steps. I message my accountability. Today I'm going to do the retreat. Today I'm going to do some sales calls. And today every Friday I do personal development. Okay. So I message my accountability buddy, and you guys have an accountability buddy in your program. And then so at the start of my day, I'm going to do these three things. And as soon as I finish them, I message her. Retreat done. Sales calls done. Personal development done. She knows I said I was going to do three things, and then I completed those three things. So obviously, if I had more time, I would love to find out from you guys what your packages are. So what we would do normally, if I had more time, is figure out your price point, figure out your packages, figure out your. This is what we're going to do on the 8/8 event on the solar eclipse. We're going to create your. We're going to find out your price. A lot of you are still charging old rates. We're gonna create your menu. We're going to create your packages, and we're going to create multiple streams of income for you. And we're going to figure out a social media plan. And we're going to also plant seeds for some passive income as well. Beautiful. Okay. So the last thing I'll conclude with this, and we'll conclude it after that. If you're alive, just say yes. Your calendar can be your best friend. Remember, I told you guys a lot of my clients say they're too in the flow, the divine feminine flow energy, lacking structure. So what I bring to the table is healthy, masculine, healthy structure. Your calendar can be your best friend. Again, there's so many free tools out there that are game changers when we use them properly. Yesterday, I talked about tracking your income. Annalisa was like, what? I had 10,000 4 days into the month. Just by tracking. That's that healthy masculine. A lot of us are right brain. We're more spiritual or more creative. But the left brain, a lot of us are mastering the spiritual realms. I'm here also to be a bridge to help you master the physical game of life, which includes the game of money, which includes having a business and figuring out, technology and things like that. So on your calendar, I want you guys to write down, I want you guys to, once you fill out your goals, to plug them into your calendar every week, like recurring. Goal number 1, Monday, 4 to 6, or 8 to 10, whatever. Goal 2, right? Where's goal number 2? Can you do it the same day? Can you do it the next day? Goal 3, right? So it's automated. You open your file, see the baby steps, you do it. I want you guys to have eliminating annoyances. Every time you have an annoyance, open up that file, add that annoyance. Oh, I need to go fix my pants. I need to go. I've been wanting to order this thing. Oh, sorry, guys. 3-hour stretch. Okay. I've been wanting to buy painting supplies. I've been wanting to order groceries. I've been wanting to get a massage. Whatever your annoyance is, every time you think about it, dump it on that file. And every day, just take 15 minutes. I have it on my calendar every day to eliminate annoyances. I almost dropped my whole thing. Eliminate an annoyance. And it's like just taking up energy at the back of your mind. So first of all, get it out of your mind, put it on a file. If you have ideas, put it on paper, get it out of your mind. And then every day or every few days or once a week at least, go to that eliminate annoyance, plug it into your calendar as a recurring, and eliminate those annoyances. And shout outs to one of my mentors, Fabian Fredrickson, for that beautiful nugget of wisdom. And oh yeah, so one of the things I have is every Friday I do personal development. It's on my calendar every Friday. So every Friday, uh, by the way, feng shui, I would also add feng shui all your subscriptions. Go to your MasterCard, check your credit cards, the balance sheet at the end of every month. Look at all the money that came in, add it up. Look at all the money that went out, add it up. Figure out how much you made, how much you spent. Look at it, track it. Every time money comes in, we said yesterday, write that down. Have your goals for the month. Um, if I had more time, I would have done the formula that allows you to achieve your goal, which is very simple. If your goal is to hit 10,000, right? And you have a $1,000 package, that means you need to sell 10 of them. Let's say you have a $2,000 package, you need to sell 5 of them. And let's say every, let me make it simpler. If your goal is to hit $8,000, 2, 4, 6, 8, that means you just need to sell one package every week. And let's say for every 3 people you speak to, one person signs up. That just means you've got this formula now. You take control um, of your finances. That means you just need to speak to 3 people every week. So that means you're voice noting them, you're getting them on a call. Try to sit, try to systemize the process. Here's my calendar link. Um, and then you know what you need to do. I need to speak to 3 people. Okay, I'm going to do a live, and the call to action is to book in a chat with me. I'm going to go on someone's podcast, call action, book a chat with me. I'm going to do my own retreat, call to action, book a call with me. Right? There's so many ways to get on, get on other people's platforms, on their stages, create your own, start a podcast, join another podcast. There's infinite ways of doing this. Social media, build your social media, create content, put it out there every day. Um, and we'll get, by the way, in our 6 month container, we're going to have a section called bonus material. And everything I'm not a master of, I'll get a master to come in and be like, hey, this is, we had Lisha's done how to, I think, how she got 50,000 subscribers in like a few months. So we've got her master class on that. So anything that I feel is of value that I'm not a master of, I'll get someone to come in and do a master class. We'll plug it in the bonus section of the uh, course material. Um, Personal development every Friday. I listen to, so feng shui, get rid of all the, look at your expenses. What are you subscribing to? I was paying healers money. I was, I canceled everything. I was like, I have 14 healing programs. I'm going to listen to my medicine, the stuff I've created. I'm going to listen to my music. I want to hear my healing programs. As you guys do the 6 month container with the business modules, I'm going to listen to my business modules in the next 6 months because I want my own medicine, right? I want to receive what I'm giving. Um, so personal development every Friday, non-negotiable. I listen to a healing audio or something that's going to help me improve myself, right? Uh, Eliminating annoyances, sales every Friday, sales calls. Today, I've got like a bunch of open slots. Some of you guys booked in, following up with some of you. Some have booked in from before. Every Friday, and sometimes I do Thursday and Friday. Number one thing most businesses don't focus on is on sales. Most important thing. If I had more time today, I would have spoken to you guys about that. Oh yeah, I dropped my pen. And that's what we're going to do on that 8/8 event as well. We're going to talk about the enrollment process. Okay. Uh, we are concluded, guys. Bring all your energy from all space, time, and dimensions now to the present moment. Ground it in your body. And for everything and everyone that has led us to being here right now, we thank you. And for all the activations and healings and shifts that have happened during this call. Thank you. And for all the desires and goals that we have for ourselves and all our heart's desires that have already come true energetically, and that will keep all the blessings and miracles that we have and that continue to have. We thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. We're about to conclude. If you want to say your goodbyes, now is a good time before I close the container, our ceremony here, our time together. And I'll conclude with things to do during the solar eclipse. Please take time for yourself, journal, be in nature, light a candle, pull your crystals, tarot cards, whatever you need to do, meditate during the eclipse. Things you can do your own ceremony during the eclipse. Some of the things you can do in the ceremony. Um, it represents new beginnings. April, technically, in the 13-month calendar, is the New Year's. So, new beginnings. What do you want to leave behind? Burn that paper when you're done with it. And what do you want to manifest? Good time to do a vision board, do the AM, PM cards. One thing I didn't speak to you guys about is in the AM rituals, I would read those goal cards or these cue cards, and in these cue cards, pick different topics like life purpose, relationships, finances, and just write them. I am happy and grateful now that I'm experiencing dot dot dot. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now experiencing living with my ultimate life partner, my queen, and I feel seen and I feel heard and I feel fulfilled and we inspire each other, we motivate each other, and I feel so grateful. Thank you. And you repeat that every day. For finances, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now financially free. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now manifesting $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month. I'm so happy and grateful that I've, you know, um, you can do one for clients that I have the best clients in the world. I love working with them. They love working with me. They get amazing results. They double, triple, quadruple what they've invested in on all levels. They refer their friends, and we're each other. We're a soul family, you know. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm experiencing. And then for each goal card, write down the end goal, the results, or the qualities I feel supported, I feel loved, I feel nurtured, fulfilled, empowered, liberated, uh, activated, aligned, you know, and read those every morning. So great time to do that would be. You're very welcome, Tara. Appreciate you being here, even though you're at work. See, no excuses, guys. New beginnings, personal growth. See how far you've come. Do that manifest anything now video for what you're wanting to manifest. It's a great time for spiritual growth. What spiritual, um, uh, what spiritual things do we need to integrate more of moving forward? Because we are in spiritual warfare. It's go time. These dark forces are doing some crazy shit on that 8-8 portal. New opportunities. It's a great time to manifest advancements in your career. So for those of you who are signing up, now is a great time for that. Vision boards, we talked about that. Love and relationships. Manifest your desires with the solar eclipse. Um, so I would write I'm so happy and grateful. I'm in union with my life partner, perfect for each other. You can also write all the qualities you're looking for in a partnership. I'm so happy and grateful that I've manifested a life partner that is, and write a list of the qualities. And you can place it under your pillow, or you can just like hide it somewhere, plant or put it in nature. Beautiful self-care, adventures. Plan your next staycation, vacation. Let's manifest all these new opportunities. So there we go, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you so much. Keep shining. I see you. I appreciate you. I believe in you. Felisa, nice to have you with us. Still in that Aries energy. When does it shift? On the solar? Is that when it shifts? No. No. We still got a long way to go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if you feel this, Felisa, fellow Aries, soul sister, but it feels like so much has happened in Aries that season that in my mind I'm like, we're done. We're almost done, right? And we're not because so much got done in Aries season. Um, Thank you all for being here. Felisa, I told everyone, please share this with your tribe. You know, especially if I've been able to help you get to where you're at and fast track you in your evolution. Please share the recordings with your tribe. Share it on social media. Share it everywhere and anywhere you can. And if you know someone who needs some support with their life purpose, with their finances, just message me and them. Just go, hey, so and so, meet Tarek. I feel like I felt inspired to connect you guys. For those of you who have worked with me, so I've been telling people this, Felisa. Those of you who have worked with me, automatically, you guys can be affiliates, and anyone who signs up to join us for the 6 month container, we're sending you guys a 20% commission as a thank you for connecting us. So email me and them, or social media message me and them, whatever it is, or send me their phone number, whatever it is, and we want to send you a 20% commission as a thank you. And just for those of you who are watching this replay or have been with us, book in a breakthrough call. Go to targetbb.com and you'll see on the main page there's a mentoring section. Fill out that mentoring form and let's hop on a call. If you can't find an opening, email us at support@targetbb.com and I'll see you guys there. I love you. Stay sovereign, and I'll see you next time. Peace.